Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You're listening to the What It Do podcast.
Yeah, dude, I feel so bad, man, after we did that last episode.
I feel like we wasted his time.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
No, man,
He likes it up here, man. He loves it.
Yeah.
Any chance he gets away from the shop, he's fucking chilling.
He sounded like he had a blast the first time I ever saw.
It's always fun up here.
Yeah, we try.
Except for today. No, I'm just joking.
Dang.
That was one day I had to fucking that 5-hour episode, bro. Whenever I was driving home, I was whew. Had to sober up on that drive home.
But that was before or after the exhaust?
Oh, that was before.
Before the exhaust.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, when he
There's
ripped
a
it,
lot
right?
done. That we just did the roof on the car.
I saw
which
that,
was
bro. It looks
fucking
badass.
Awesome. Yeah.
He was hating a little bit.
I was skeptical. Well, I don't know, man, because I don't know shit about paint. I don't know anything about paint.
I told him flames, and he thought like chopper, a muscle car, type shit.
Well, in my head, that's what like I don't know. That's what man. Okay, this is weird. This is like a tattoo guy telling me what tattoo I should get, right? And then you know when you spit a really crazy idea, and then the fucking client's like, I don't think I want that, man. That's how it was with paint, but it was more so just like tattooing, man. Like I trusted the process. Once I seen the car in person, I was like fucking floored.
Yeah, dude.
Like jaw dropped. I was like, dude, just seeing the sparkle and the shine. That's why I say like you can't any paint you see online if you think it shines crazy.
Not till you see it in the
Not
sunlight.
till you see it in person, dude.
Yeah,
it's
in person.
mesmerizing.
It's like the
fucking
board.
wild.
If you see it in like a picture, like on the Donata thing, it just looks like the patterns. But if you put it in the light, you're like, oh.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, man, appreciate it for the board, man.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
I've been looking this around the studio. I'm like, where am I hang that motherfucker? 'Cause I'm probably gonna do over the TV. So everybody can
That's
see
what I was
it.
just about to say.
Yeah.
That'd be
That'd be
perfect.
sick.
I freaking love it.
That would be perfect.
Like I said, that was my favorite piece.
I want to do like a movie series of boards. Like,
Okay.
he was his idea. It was to do like maybe like 10 movies or so, just of like cool ass movies.
Just like scene by scene. I think doing frames or just framing out a board and then having select scenes from certain movies, like the popular ones, would be super crazy. One, it's because you don't ever see anybody do that. I've always been trying to get him to show off his custom paintwork. That's the one thing I've always been like, dude, like you can make a living doing this shit. But I think what's hard is finding the means between art and like a collector's piece. Because when the thing with paint is people don't, you hear the price of it and some people are like, what the fuck? But there's a lot that goes into it, dude. It's
there's a ton.
Like just hanging out with him at the shop while he's doing his thing is wild. Because it's just like, I would compare it to watching myself tattoo. It's like when you see somebody doing what they love and they're just locked in and fucking, like nothing's bothering them, dude. I'm just like, damn, this dude's intense. Like, he's getting this shit.
How long did it take you to do that board?
I had prepped it and shot the flake and silver and stuff in like an hour.
Okay.
And then I had kind of had an idea that I wanted to do that Angelo Film Society show, but I was like, I don't know what I want to do. And then Goodfellas is like one of my top 5 favorite movies. So it's like, I'll just look at scenes of it. And he's done like water slide stuff. So I can like airbrush arts and like murals and things like that. But there's this stuff called like water slide that did in like 80s and 70s models to where you put this decal in water and it slides off and like it's like glue almost. It like sits and it's super flat. Like you can't even really see like a ridge to it. So I was like, I'll just do like these like fucked up scenes from Goodfellas where Tommy kills bats
Yeah.
because you get your fucking shine box.
Fucking shine box.
Yeah. And I was like, man, it'll look cool, just like gory kind of, and then it's still like a movie type deal. And I
It was
have
like
a
the
bunch
one
of
of the
candy
little
red.
VR, like, or not VR, but one of those little viewfinders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the silhouette around it and stuff.
Which was
but-
perfect for the retro
Yeah, and
media.
that red tint that's over it, it
Yeah.
makes it look like, oh yeah, this is that intense moment right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, what I had liked about the red, because everything's red on the board, but what made it sick to me was I was like, bro, it's almost like you're there in the scene because the whole scene's red from the tail light. So I was like, man, it's like, I was like, it's almost like you're there. The fucking, you shine that light on the board and then all that red glows around those pictures.
The blood splatters are like,
I was gonna
like,
grab
dude,
it and try and
that's
show it on the camera, but I don't know if the lighting's right to pick
Probably
it up.
not.
You know, it might not pick it up right.
We'll take
it
It would
won't do
still
it.
be worth
I'll
a
take a
shot, I
picture
would
of
say,
it.
because y'all have that one right behind you too. So I was like, that might, I don't know.
That we can tint it up.
We can try it
I will do it here afterwards.
afterwards. Okay.
That way we can post it.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
But yeah, the night before I painted like the patterns and stuff, I was up late at night doing the taping, and that took like maybe an hour.
Okay.
Because like a lot of like the lowrider paint stuff is just stencils. It's just like if you can,
You just gotta tape it off like
yeah, that's all it is. It's just tape stencils. Like I can show y'all pictures of when I did like his roof. it's all tape lines of everything. So you're basically like making with tape what you want it to be, like the spider webs and like the pillars and the flames.
You make it sound like it's so easy, but I would fuck that up so fast. Where it's like I'll go to painting, I'm like, shit, I fucking went over the goddamn lines. I forgot to do this. I forgot to do that.
I painted on the wrong side of the tape.
That's hard.
There's a lot involved in it, man.
I fucked up like 4 times on his roof, and I won't point it out. But like,
I pointed it out. I was like, "What's that? What's this right here?" But no, it's fine.
It's supposed to be like that.
What's all these fish eyes all
No,
over
it
the
came out
place?
sick, man. I think it's just what I loved about it, because I don't think he was doing. He had done his car when I had met him. He wasn't doing like custom stuff for anybody yet. It was just he had a Civic. Yes, it was fucking crazy, because that was how I knew him before I officially met him, was his car. Which I think is cool in San Angelo, because we do have a fucking cool car scene, man. Yeah. There's a lot of really cool shit here. But I would recognize his because he was the first. I've never seen like a JDM lowrider. I think that was crazy to me. Originally it was blue, candy flaked out, and then he had the lowrider pattern on the roof, and I was like, damn, dude, he did that on a fucking Honda. Like, that's crazy. I've never seen that. And then we met in person, and seeing it, I think he had just did the color change from the blue to brown. And that was the first time, like, I saw the process and, like, saw fresh paint rolling out of the shop, and seeing it in person. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
brown and gold?
Crazy.
Yeah, so
I've seen this car, but I didn't know. That's
it's a brown Civic with, like, a lowrider pattern on top.
That's badass. Yeah, that's a badass car.
When I started painting, I was at Keating Paint and Body, and I was there from 2019 to 2023. And I had seen like a bunch of like lowrider stuff growing up with like my dad, and I would watch like custom like car shows in like the early 2000s, like West Coast Choppers and like Paint My Ride and shit. And I was like, damn, I want to paint, and I never did it. But I ended up at Keating Paint and Body eventually, and I did a lowrider roof on the top. I was only there for like 6 months, and my old boss Troy, I had asked him, I was like, hey man, because I was just a painter helper, like just sanding shit, priming things, taking things off. Like I never painted nothing. I would maybe jam some stuff out. And I had asked him, I was like, hey man, I'm really interested in like trying to do this thing out. Could I use some paint materials? I'll pay you whatever it is. And he was like, no, just go for it. And I was like, oh shit. So one weekend I was like, fuck it. I watched YouTube videos all night with my dad. And I was telling my dad, I was like, I want to do this on a Civic. And he was like, dude, that's like the Euro builds. Did you ever see those like in the 90s?
Hell
like,
yeah. We grew up with
builds?
that.
Yeah, like old
I did.
CRXs and Civics and Accords. And they even do like Nissan 300ZXs, like lowrider, like they have wire wheels. And
they were like 30 at that time.
Yeah. Stop
don't do them like
Stop it. I mean, have you seen so in Japan, they have like a whole lowrider culture over there. It's like crazy. Yeah. And we were talking about bikes earlier too. There's like a whole Japanese bike culture too, but it's crazy how they do it because it's JDM, but it's like lowrider style.
Yeah.
It's badass.
Dude, I would argue those Asians do everything better than us. Perfect. It's wild. Like, because even the tattoo culture, like there's I forgot, I don't know what specific area it is, but man, they do Chicano tattoos out there like fucking crazy. Yeah. Like perfect. Like you would never even know the difference that it was done overseas. Yeah, it's wild shit. But I mean, cultures. I think that goes to show the impact that cultures have, not only just here at home, but fucking everywhere.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
And I think that's like a big thing that my dad was saying, that to just do the lighter stuff, like fuck it. Because I was like, man, I don't even know if I can do this because it's not like a 64 Impala or like a 57 Chevy or anything. And he was like, no, just do it. They did it all the time in the 90s. Yeah. I was like, awesome. So I showed up, shot it, and it was super simple. It's like a lace pattern. And like you just shoot the silver with the flake first, and then you do your tape lines, and you lay it's like a viejita lace, dude. Like just someone from a table.
Okay.
It's like a stencil. Like I said, it's all stencils, bro. And you shoot the stencil over it. I did like a little tape fade, and my dad was like, damn. And I showed my boss, and his name's Troy. He's like a second dad to me, man. So I was like, man, I really want my dad's approval, and I want Troy's approval. Because I was like, man, like I did it. Like I went from priming shit to just doing like some lowrider paint.
What did Troy say?
Dude, he was gassed, I think. Okay. He seemed like it. He seemed like real, like, damn, that's cool. And he was telling me how he used to do that in like the 2000s and like patterning shit out. And then I just took off from there, just doing stuff. And that Cutlass that I told you about, that I bought from Trini, my dad and I had bought this brown paint that we were going to put on it. But then I sold it to those kids because I fucked that car up. But the paint was still there. And I asked my dad, I was like, can I use it? I want to do a color change. Like, I really want to do like the Euro build type deal. And he was like, go for it. So I did the color change first, and the roof was still blue. So it looked like an ultra bottle. Like it was like brown and blue, and it had red in it from the badges, and I was like, oh shit, I want to leave it like that, but then I wanted to try something harder. So I did like my first like real lowrider paint job. I don't know if you saw it, but it has like yellow and red.
That
and
car was the shit.
all that
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
It was cool. It was really
I don't
cool.
know. I never saw it.
Yeah.
And when I did that one, Troy he thought that was sick.
Yeah.
But like I said, I was like, man, I want my dad's approval and I want Troy's approval because I think he like enabled me to do a lot of like cool shit, and I got to give like thanks to him all the time because
They let you
he still lets me use that
They
shop
let you
still.
experiment and play
Yeah.
around with it and figure it out. Yeah.
Is
all the
that's where you
time.
paint out of?
Yeah, still
Okay.
sometimes like I don't ever do it for money because that was like his stipulation. Like you can do whatever you want, just don't charge anybody because you're doing my shop, and
Yeah.
that makes sense. But all the stuff I do is for myself. I don't really do shit for other people besides like maybe my little brother. I painted his car one time.
Yeah.
But he still lets me use it to this day. Like I work at a gas compressor company, and I can call him up and like, hey man, I have this crazy idea and I want to try this out, like Silverleaf or something. He's like, you already know you can use it. I have a key to the shop and everything. He's
Oh, that's badass.
super
Man.
blessed, man. He's super cool.
It's cool to have people like that, man, because there's a lot of people don't, man. They can't really got nowhere. Like I do my shit out of my little shed in the back, you know.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude.
Super cool. The best. I think he's one of the best dudes I know. 100%. I go visit him at the shop. I'll go visit Janice, Melissa, all the guys there still. But super, super cool. I'll text him sometimes. Like if there's like especially in like election season, because I always ask him stuff like, hey man, what do you think about this? Like I remember when there was that like viral debate with like Biden and Trump where Biden was like stumbling over his words and shit. I was like, hey man, what do you think about this? He's like, fuck, this shit's sad to watch. And I was like, text him like love updates, and then like when like the Iran war kicked off, I was texting him like, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And just super cool to talk to you.
How old are you, man?
28.
Okay, so you're all
Yeah, we're the same
age.
age. I would always tell him he's like my San Angelo historian.
Dude, yeah.
He's
it's
only
fucking-
60, but I always like treat him like he's old as fuck, man. Like, cause he has white
Don't
hair
stand
and
up, you'll
stuff.
die.
Yeah. He's from
Not too fast, slow down.
He's like from the north side.
Okay.
So like that's where the shop is. So
Yeah.
when we would take like car rides together to go like do shop shit together, he would be like, that was an M system, and like, what the fuck is that? And then like he was saying how like one of his kids were like the grand opening of the Walmart over there where it's like a probation office.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
He
remember
said
that.
there was like a crawling contest for babies and shit, and like his
bro.
daughter was in it.
That's
And
sad. I was there.
he's like, were you really? Were you really? Yeah.
I was young. I was young as fuck, though.
But I always tell him he's like my historian. Like I'll ask him shit like, we'll be up and down North Chadburn, and I'm like, what was this building? And he was like, that was a body shop. I'm like, oh no shit.
Yeah.
Or
That's crazy.
That San Angelo history page on Facebook. Like I'll grab pictures from it and show them to him, and he's like, oh yeah, I've been in there. My dad knew that guy, and I was like, damn, like he's real tied in with San Angelo from the old days.
Dude, it's changed a lot, man.
Yeah.
San Angelo is fucking. I remember M Systems, the one out there by God, what was it? Between Irving and fucking Chadburn, or Irving and Oaks, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So there was an M Systems there, and like for the longest time, it was Harry's. Did you ever go to Harry's on
Yeah.
that wood fucking floor, bro?
Really?
Yeah, yeah. You would walk, you would hear the.
There was a
fucking
very
creaking of the floor.
specific smell that it had, and it wasn't a bad smell, but it was just like only that store smelled like that.
Yeah.
There's never been a
See,
store that
back
had
in the
that
day,
smell.
bro, it's like you weren't like. I can't even. I'm showing my age here, but like, what was the one on South Chadburn?
Abbott's.
Abbott's.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know,
That
where you
store
could.
was dark as
Oh, fuck
dude.
yeah, bro.
There's like no lights in there. I was a little kid going in there with my grandma all the time.
Yeah, those were those times, man, where you're like, you had a complaint or you want to talk to somebody, you can talk to the fucking owner.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Now
Comes out with a
nowadays,
shotgun.
yeah, he's like, who's the fuck's complaining?
Who's got a problem?
you know?
It was dark. That's all I remember when I was little.
Oh, that it was
Abbott's
just dark. Yeah.
No lights in there, man.
Yeah, I think that was kind of towards the end, man.
Right, towards the back of it, there was no fucking lights.
Yeah.
all traumatized
No, I mean towards
by
the
it.
end before they closed because
Yeah.
they were having a hard time staying open, and that had a lot to do with his son. You know, because the son would raid that fucking cash register. Or he raid the.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
bro. Yeah, because his son used to work for my dad way back in the day. You know, and he's like, "Hey, man, you want some beer?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, we want some beer." You know, he would. I mean, the next day, bro, show up with like fucking 4 30 packs. You know, and I'm like, "Damn, where's the fuck these?"
Partied hard.
Yeah, bro, we party
We
fucking.
geek around here.
And I was like, "Dude, where do you get all this shit?" He's like, "Oh, my dad, man." And then my dad told me, he's like, that's the owner's son, you know. And I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And then I kind of felt bad because it was a cool fucking store, you know. And I'd be like, "No, bro, fucking keep your fucking beer, dude." I'm like, you're stealing from your fucking dad, bro. What are you doing?
He's like, you don't want my beer? It's not good enough for
bro.
you?
Fuck.
Good enough for you?
He's like, go home and take your fucking shine box.
Get all fucking mad and shit. And I was like, dude, he would take cartons of this fucking cheap Skydance.
Oh, the cigarettes, I remember those.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
They
I
had
was
a bunch
like,
of niche shit there, right?
oh yeah, bro. Yeah.
When I was little, my dad told me, I don't know if this is true or
I
not.
don't know if it was niche, more like cheap shit.
I guess so. Shit.
Cheap shit's cool, man. Cheap
My
shit's cool.
dad would take me in there. He was like, "This is the only place we can get Red Devil hot sauce," and I was like, "Oh shit!" So I guess I don't know if it was my dad trying to make it cool for me because I know I do that for my daughters now.
Yeah.
Hold on. Am I able to like shout my daughters
You
out?
can
Is
do
that-
whatever you want,
Absolutely.
brother.
They're gonna
Want.
watch this. I mean, I won't let them watch like if we're talking about like crazy shit like flock
Not
cameras
yet.
and shit. But
They can look back on it, dude.
Hi
Yeah.
Amelia and hi Lisa.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways, but
We got a couple more beers and we'll start talking about flock cameras.
yeah.
Yeah.
My dad would take me there because we were on that side of town, and he would be like, "This is the only place we can get Red Devil, son." And I was like, "Damn!" And he would always grab it for me because I would always eat chips and hot sauce all the time, and I would just go through a bottle like in 2 days. But my dad would take me there all the time. And he was like, "Grab it."
Oh
for
my
me.
God. You
And
one
I
of
thought
those
it was
kids
so cool.
when you drink it out of the bottle?
I could.
Yeah,
I could.
fuck
All that
yeah.
vinegar fucked me up.
That's really cool, man. That whenever you find somebody that's grew up here in San Angelo, that's an older person, and they know like a lot of stuff. I used to work for this plumber, and we would be driving down Bell Street, and he'd be like, "Yeah, this whole area right here used to be where all the honky tonks were." I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And he was like, "These were all bars back in the day. Like all Bell Street was.
shit.
This was all. It was like very industrial. He was like, most of the stuff down here was like very industrial, and then there'd be like some kind of a shop, you know, like body shop or like some kind of machine shop or something, and then there's a bar, and then there's another bar, and then another bar." And he was like, "This is where, you know, you'd be careful if you came down here back then because you might get shot or stabbed or something too." And I was like, "No shit." He was
That's
like,
how
yeah.
he was with Chadburn. Like
Chadburn too?
Yeah, Troy's like he's a San Angelo historian. I just self-proclaimed, but like, we'd ride out in the cars a lot together, like just maybe to drop something off, or like I would take something to Tom's to get an alignment, and he'd go and pick me up. And on the way back, like it's on North Chadburn Street, 5050 North Chadburn, Keating Ping Valley.
I know exactly where it's at. Yeah.
But where the body shop is, there's like a trailer place, like Hog Trailer, and across from it there was like a pool by Brown's Pool that
Yeah.
was like you can look and you can kind of see the diving board through the grass and stuff, but there's a abandoned pool. And he would be like, "Oh,
That
we go there all
hotel?
the time."
There's an old hotel.
across from the hotel.
I was about to
yeah.
bring that up because I've always wanted to know about what the fuck was the deal with this old hotel. Like it's still there.
Yeah,
But
and they
it's-
fenced it off. They cleaned it off like 2 years ago and like fenced it off.
Did they? But dude, I just wanted to know, like, what was, like, I know it was a hotel, but what hotel? And like,
Yeah.
what was the deal with it? You know, like, Chadburn must have been crazy back in the day because there's a shitload of old hotels up and down that street.
Chadburn's nuts. It's real historical. I wish people like maybe I just gave a fuck more about it more instead of
They let that north side just go down. Like,
Dude, that's
they
what
really did.
Yeah, it does suck because I catch a lot of shit for my Facebook posts, but I grew up on the north side, man, all my life, and like it does get neglected. You know
Big
what I mean?
time.
Like especially in time, everybody knows it's like you go to the store, there's no Lakeview shit, there's nothing representing that side, but it's like it sucks because I think at a certain point people see things aged. And then they don't see the worth in it no more.
Yeah.
Versus the difference for me, I think it was my grandpa's been here since he was born here in 35, I want to say. Dude, my grandpa's 87, 86 years old. And just the same way they all say, like, he tells me stories of when San Angelo was like a barren wasteland. When he was straight up like cowboy country, like people walked around with guns on their hips and shit. Which trips me out now because it's like you wouldn't expect that in my grandpa or to have all these stories.
Yeah.
You know, so it is wild, man. I think that's what's cool about being a local, born and raised here, and having friends who are locals, because everyone has their own era or like piece of history in San Angelo where everyone was like, man, everybody used to go hang out at that spot. You know, everybody used to do this and that, and things change so fast, especially now. I think nobody realizes how quick things move on.
Yeah.
I think like how we were just talking about downtown and all the memories, like, man, everybody has a memory downtown, but now that like it's gone.
Yep.
Like downtown's gone. There's nobody drinks really no more. Everybody who's downtown now is more so just the relax in after, you know what I mean, date night stuff. But there's no really craziness that would go on.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what changes that? You know, like what brings it back? I mean, we're kind of like bringing it back. You know,
And-
like is a lot of like old abandoned buildings and stuff there. That, I mean, there's a lot of shit that can be done, but it's how do you draw the fucking money back?
What I think was crazy is like, so downtown, this is before our time. Like I would say like the late 70s, before the mall and all that came up, downtown was the spot. There was like where the library's at. That was like a major some kind of chain, like a shopping. I can't remember what the hell it was called. No, it wasn't Sears. It was God dang it. My mom told me what it was. I can't remember now, but it was like, there was escalators and where the old library used to be at. That was also another like shopping center too. Like all the downtown area, that was like shopping district, big time. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, do you remember when we were kids, it was dead as hell. I remember growing up, we'd go down there to pay the gas bill or some shit, the water bill. Yeah. And all the buildings are empty. Like every one of them were fucking empty. And it was just like, it was either Harry's or you're going to go down there to pay a bill. Or you got court, what the fuck, you know? And then I remember in the 2000s, like maybe 2000, when Grams was going down, that was when all them bars were popping up downtown. And all of a sudden, downtown became the popping spot again. And the taxes started going up for businesses downtown, like all kinds of shit. Like everybody was trying to go downtown. That was the spot. And then now here we are, like maybe 10, 15 years, 15 years probably after that. Now it's going back down again.
It's dead again.
Yeah.
There's a lot of vacant buildings there.
A lot, man. What's crazy is how many people own those buildings.
Yeah.
It's very.
Oh, dude, and they're still priced like $500,000. I think if you get on Marketplace, there's a building that doesn't even have a roof.
The roof's falling out.
Yeah, no, it's just gone.
It's gone.
There's no roof at all, and it's like 350 because it's historical.
Yeah, so. A lot of it has. I think, in my opinion, man, this is a lot of these rich folks. Like we know the one that came in and started buying up all these buildings. Well, he's hiding wealth, is what it is. Mm-hmm. Because you can. I mean, I'm not gonna say his name. Everybody else can figure it out because we know who the biggest building owner is down there. Well, I thought it was kind of suspicious, right? Because I was looking for a building, and I kind of got around, and it's a tattoo shop now that's downtown, and I was just like, man, this is all. That's it's crazy. I'm real nosy, so I get on the tax appraisal district and shit like that. And on this time, man, I guess Angry Cactus was having a little fucking back and forth with the city, with the old mayor,
over the cactus, because it said
over that, and how his taxes went they skyrocketed while her taxes went down, and we got curious, right? So I'm looking at this building, and I'm like, did we make a badass fucking salon studio type shit, where we can do something out of? And I was like, God damn it, why are they charging so much? And I'm like, what about this other building? Well, it sits in a lot, and there's like 3 different buildings, right? So I go and look. Everyone else's fucking taxes are skyrocketing, besides this one particular owner. You got I want to say there's 5 maybe buildings that you can rent, and what he was charging was kind of ridiculous, right? But I go look at the tax appraisal district, it's only worth $40,000. And I'm like, wait a minute, why is everyone else's taxes going up? But this plot of land that's literally got 5 fucking buildings on it, only worth $40,000. And then you go looking in all the fucking buildings. It's I mean, at the end of the day, it's what it is, hiding wealth.
Oh yeah,
that's all they're doing. They buy these fucking buildings, they don't do shit with them. They're sure not going to rent them to you, because I'm like, if you go and fix them up, then I got to pay more in taxes on it. Yeah, so there's a lot of fucking buildings downtown, man. That if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for the hiding of the fucking these assets, I think it could be revived.
It's like the mall. Isn't the rent like outrageous?
Oh, it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous, and on top of that, there's
a lot of like rules they adhere by too. Like you have to be out by a certain time. You can't be there before a certain time.
Isn't that Chick-fil-A like one of the oldest ones in like the United States or some crazy shit like from the 70s? Or something?
Been here for a while.
Oh yeah, it was definitely from the 70s. Yeah,
like was it really inception? I think
because I think that Chick-fil-A was installed there whenever that mall was built. It was like
shit,
which
I didn't know that.
Which is crazy because there used to be. What I remember is there used to be, I don't know if y'all remember, y'all might be too young, but there used to be a movie theater. When you walk into the front part, there was a movie theater to the right. And then where all those military places are at there, those were all like little restaurants right there. Oh, yeah. That whole area.
Yeah, and then before our time.
And then where the arcade is at, right before the arcade, there was a big restaurant right there.
Chico's.
El Chico's. Badass little restaurant. And all the way down, it was like all restaurants. And then when you hit that corner right there, boom, that's where Chick-fil-A used to be at. Yeah.
By the way, the Chick-fil-A at Sunset Mall was built in 1979.
Damn.
When was the mall built, Tiff?
It was built.
Or when did it open? I'm sorry. When did it open?
Pull that up, Jamie.
Pull it up. But yeah, I mean, I feel like Chick-fil-A was probably right.
Dude, I actually got a buddy of mine was working at the mall, and they did some maintenance over there in the old theater, and he sent me all these videos, and I was just like, damn, dude, they don't use it for nothing but storage.
Storage.
That's it, which sucks because I guess overhead would be too much, but I want to see like a dollar theater come back in town.
Yeah.
The one that was across where I guess Heroes Gym is now. My grandma used to take me to that shit, dude. $5
All the
theater,
time, yeah.
and it would be cool. I think it would be cool if somebody did something just to like throw. Like, you don't got to play new shit. Just play all the old shit that everybody likes.
That's what I was saying.
Family,
like
just
for
get families
driving.
in. Like $5 each would be fucking cool.
Dude, we used to have. There was that theater right there. There was one where is it Bales now in Southwest?
Yeah, by
So-
Harbor Freight.
Yeah, that used to be a theater right
remember
there.
that.
Yep.
There was one in the Village. The one downtown when it used to be open back then around this time. You know, the
The
Texas
Texas Theater?
Theater was there, and then there was one more. I can't remember where the hell it was at. And then you had the drive-in. But we had, you know, there was quite a bit of theaters here, you know. But then I don't know, man. Like what we're talking
Shit
about,
got expensive, bro.
everything just kind of just it gets expensive, and then everything just kind of just changes with time, you know.
By the way, the Sunset Mall was officially opened on July 25th, 1979, and its original anchors, prominent tenants at launch included JCPenney, Sears, Hemphill
Wells.
Bell's, H.J. Wilson Company, and
How the fuck do
Chick-fil-A.
you remember all this shit?
So Hemphill Wells, remember what I was talking about downtown? One of those nice buildings. It was either where the library's at now or where the old libraries used to be, which is all like government offices now. That's where Hemphill Wells used to be.
And so was Sears.
And Sears, I guess it was down there too.
Troy told me that the Sears was downtown, and like Sears was like a big fucking deal back in the day. Apparently,
Sears
huge.
Roebuck.
Yeah, Sears
They had
Roebuck,
everything
yeah.
like clothes. I remember the one in the mall had everything: clothes, tools,
Yeah,
appliances,
guns and shit, too.
guns.
Yeah,
You can get your pictures taken at Sears.
that's right.
All types of shit.
Yeah.
It's nuts. And
Yeah, all that was fun, man. The one I miss, Radio Shack.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
fucking miss
Yeah.
Radio
Hard
Shack.
shit.
You remember Service Merchandise?
Yeah.
Service Merchandise was the shit.
See, because back in the day, man, I was in high school, man. I was taking an electronics class, and it was kind of cool because like I fuck up a TV or something would break. Well, fuck, I could go buy a cheap ass soldering gun. You can literally go to Radio Shack and buy resistors
yeah,
Yeah.
and capacitors and put them in.
I remember that.
Yeah. Like it was a hobbyist fucking wet dream, you know.
Yeah.
You can get in there and build fucking
build your own
anything.
computer.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it the man store like that too downtown?
I was gonna bring that up when
My
we were
dad
talking
used
about
to take me
downtown.
in
Dude, the
there.
man store was the shit.
Dude.
When we were talking about stores that had like specific smells, that's like fucking man store smells like grease, old WD-40 in the air.
Fuck yeah.
Like, dude, it was sick because it was the first place I've ever been to. My grandpa was like real old school.
Yeah.
Like real old school, dude. Like shotgun on the back of the truck rack.
Hell
like,
yeah.
And just would bring me down there. And I'll never forget they had the walls when they started selling BB guns. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
like
yeah,
they
yeah.
had like a whole wall. I was like, yo, fuck. Like as a kid seeing a whole wall of BB guns, you're like, dude, armory. And then next to these BB guns, they had fucking blow up dolls.
Yeah.
And like as a like 10-year-old kid, you're like, yo, this fucking store's crazy.
Yeah.
They just had like swords and tools thrown on
Yeah.
the fucking shelves.
RC planes and like
Yeah, no,
RC
it really was a
Had
man
everything.
store, dude. It was cool. They had knives, fucking plate. Like, dude, I missed that.
I would rig that speaker boxes back in the day. We were into this, you know, putting fucking systems in cars. Well, fuck me, you can get a speaker box at 212s
Yeah.
that's cheap as shit.
Yeah.
You know, $100. I'm like, fuck.
I want to say my dad
So-
bought a box from there way back in the day when I was there.
Isn't
crazy.
it?
Are you
Isn't it
into, like,
crazy?
car-
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Were y'all into like car audio and shit back in the day?
Fuck
You had to,
yeah.
man. Y'all are from the 90s, right?
I was
How old
like
are you?
way into it.
How old are you?
43.
Damn.
God damn. Shit. Okay.
God damn.
How old are you?
28.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're the oldest fucking 28 motherfucker I've ever seen.
That white in my beard shows.
I'm 38.
Now I'm 45.
Were y'all like, y'all had to have been like in the 90s and shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
huge.
So what's crazy is, and I was like, what the fuck happened to the car audio scene? Because that was like a big deal. I was so fucking into it. You know what it is these new cars, you can't fuck with that head unit anymore.
Yeah.
Because when you mess with that head unit, you mess with the whole computer of the car. You can screw some shit up
It's a lot
seriously.
harder.
Dude, I think
Way
that's what's
harder.
been sick about meeting him was we're really big into like not only everybody has the eras they love cars, but for us, I think now we're going for the 2000s like tuner vibe.
Oh,
man.
absolutely, yeah.
And because just like you said, now that there's so many. They're making it to where you can't fuck with these cars no more, dude. They don't want you to customize them. They don't want you to do shit to them.
Nope.
So I've been telling like just everybody who will listen, like, dude, get you a fucking banging 2000s fucking car, like
Fuck
all
yeah.
motor. You don't need nothing but just the stereo deck. You know what I mean? Like I want the ones that fucking all the with all
the
the
dolphins?
rainbow lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
The
like
dolphins?
he just installed one in his Civic. What's the fucking display of
It's
it? It's
yeah.
crazy.
I bought this Pioneer head unit from eBay. It's like a double din, but like a full face double din.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you press a button, it drops down to a CD. You press another one, it drops down to a
Yeah,
cassette,
I used to
and then
have that.
It has the equalizer and dolphins and shit.
Yeah, I had that one.
Okay.
I used to have a Kenwood version of that.
Kenwood Exelon?
Those are
Kenwood
sick.
Exelon had one like that too, but the whole face used to come down and you could take it off.
Yeah.
Because back then you were, someone's steal my stereo. Let me
Okay.
take the faceplate
Yeah,
with
dude,
me.
my
you know?
dad did that. Yeah.
Okay, so I've never talked to like any other like people from that era because my dad would always tell me,
Whoa, wait.
That's like he's throwing shots, bro.
Fucking dinosaur. He's like, yo,
We just
I've never
met
ran
you.
across anybody who I could ever speak about this.
Hey, bro, your horse and wagon, was it 12 volt? Was it a 12 volt?
6 volt.
It was 6 volts.
My dad and my uncles told me that, well, because I guess I've only talked to like family about this stuff. But like they would tell me like, oh, at Central, if you left your head unit in and you had your amp in the back, they'd smash your fucking window
fuck
out
yeah, they would.
during passing period and steal your Alpine or some shit. And I was like, damn, that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like I think kids right now don't really give a fuck about that unless like they're really into it. Like if they saw an Alpine, they'd
You
be
know,
like,
Alpine was kind of stupid on how they did their units because they used to do it to where you could pull the whole fucking deck out. You know what I mean? Like, do you remember that? Like
Yeah, the MacGruber type shit right there. Yeah, yeah.
Well, no, not even that. There was a fucking handle
Handle
there.
on it, yeah.
And you just pull the whole fucking thing out.
It looks
You
like
could
you're
just-
walking into a fucking house with a suitcase, bro.
Yes, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? So people that knew that, they were like, oh, that motherfucker has an Alpine deck in there. Smash that window and pull the whole fucking thing out, and there you go with the whole stereo.
Hey, man, what was your to-go? What was your system? I'm curious.
My
What-
to go,
Yeah.
Kenwood Exelon, everything.
Everything?
I had door
Fuck, I
speakers.
hate
I had door
money.
speakers that were Exelon. My woofers were 212 Exelon DBs. They were
Okay.
they were for competition, and then I ended up going to 412s, and well,
I fucking
got in
hated
trouble.
Kenwood when I was back in the day.
why?
I don't know. It just didn't hit.
Before Kenwood, I had Orions.
Okay, Orions were good.
I had Orions, but man, Kenwood when they came out with those DBs and the Exelon setup,
Yeah.
dude, that shit was.
See, I started off with MTX, and then I went to Rockford Fosgates.
Rockford had some
And
nice stuff.
my jam was JL Audios.
So when they came out with the W7s,
Yes.
that was it, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Those W7s just blew everybody away.
And
I don't know if y'all remember
yeah,
this. So
yeah.
now it's digital designs.
Digital
Digital
design.
designs is the shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I have
maybe
JL in my truck right now.
you have J on your truck.
I did. I had two 12W3s and then a JL RD 500 900-5, and then I went to CT Sounds because it was cheap as fuck.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I was pushing the J because JL's like really like sound quality.
Yes.
and I wanted
Yeah.
it to bang.
Have
Like,
you-
me and
okay,
Rudy
okay.
used all
Have
the
you heard
JL.
Sundown?
Yeah,
Sundown Audio, their 8s are fucking ridiculous. Like, what the fuck? Those are 8s?
I put two 10s in my uncle's Tundra, my Uncle Emilio.
Mm-hmm.
I put two Sundown 10s, a box, and a Sundown amp, and that thing bangs.
Bangs,
I
right?
think it was like 12s.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
It was
fucking
close.
crazy.
I may have to look into that because I'm about to fix to put 210s in mine, but
I know
DS18s.
For fucking audio here in town now, I think the main dude everybody's been
Esteel.
talking about is Esteel. Esteel.
That dude's nuts.
He's on
bass
South
head.
Chadbourn, right?
Oh,
he?
No, he's out of
He
his
was
house.
out. Yeah,
Oh,
I was
no
about to
shit.
say, he's
Okay.
like he was with
I think
San
he
Angelo
does,
Car Audio.
He does work at South Chadbourn but I think he does a lot of stuff at his house.
Okay.
He's just pure bass head, bro. Like, he'll do
Yeah.
it in the shop, do it in his free time. Like,
Fucking A.
but I think he won the. I want to say he won the bass competition, the last one they had.
Here.
What is it? A Honda Pilot?
I'm not
It's
sure.
like a Honda Passport.
It's fucking
or some shit.
bangs though.
Dude,
Like,
it has like red, gray, and white camo on it. You might have seen it, and he has like speakers coming out the windows, dude.
Oh shit.
yeah, he has like a fucking
nuts.
fortress.
If you drove
of-
by it, like
it's
these
wild.
bottles would shake off the table.
So right here on South on Beauregard, there's I think it's still an audio shop. but I
Superior
think-
Audio.
Superior Audio, but before that it used to be called Soundbox.
Yeah,
And they used to have this Volkswagen, this old school 70s Volkswagen, and the whole back was just a wall of fucking speakers. Like, I mean, I don't even know how many fucking speakers they had, but that motherfucker.
is it the '90s?
This was in the 90s, yeah.
90s and 2000s.
That motherfucker banged.
Yeah.
Like, god damn. Like, you could be standing away from it, and, you know, if you have long hair, your hair's going to be fucking blowing back. You know, some of these newer cars, you got to stand next to it for that to happen.
Yeah.
No, this one, you can be standing away from it. That fucking
Shit.
thing was
That's moving
loud.
air.
Yeah. That thing was loud. It was crazy.
That was a big thing in the '90s. Even at a bunch of shops, right? I
Fuck
was telling
yeah.
Cozy, I was like, man, if I was alive in that time, I would be killing it. Like all the opportunity was there. Like you do it now, and you're like, oh well, I could do
Yeah.
that because
Dude, there's no.
now.
I think
Oh, go ahead.
personally, I just feel like there's not passion here because people don't have hobbies anymore.
That's right.
I think that I bring that up as a point a lot when I tattoo people. I'm like, hey man, so what do you do? You know, what do you do in your free time? And a lot of them are just like,
Chill.
just chill.
Get on Facebook.
Yeah, bro.
Doom scroll.
They're not-
Scroll, doom scroll, yeah.
These kids nowadays, bro, they're not bored enough. I think that's the
Yeah,
problem.
no. Well, there's no option to be bored.
Their attention
Now
span
you
is
got
not
we
very
have
good
fucking
either.
TVs
They're
in
so
our pockets.
inundated. Yeah.
And I'm a victim of it, dude. Like,
Yeah, me too.
so what's been cool, especially with hanging out with Richie, was like he's into his hobbies. So like seeing somebody get down on their hobbies, it makes you really. You're just like,
Inspiring.
fuck, what am I doing, man? I'm not doing shit. But no, I bring that as a point now because I think it's pretty important that like I feel like our generation, we're 28 now, coming into our 30s, was the last generation that we had the best of both worlds. You know, we saw the internet era came in and we were young. Like, I was online when I was like 8, I want to say, when like MySpace and fucking Facebook were like really popular. But we saw that whole beginning. And then now these kids don't know a world without internet.
Yeah.
Like, we knew because our parents they would drag us around the shops or bring us around the home. You know what I mean? Like, you'd be with your parents at all times, seeing them do car audio or exhaust, doing all this shit. Versus now, I think it sucks that, I mean, and it's just with the times, dude, but kids don't have that boredom anymore.
Yeah.
Because I remember all my coolest ideas came from being at, like, the grocery store with my grandma, being dragged along, and just be like, man, fuck. Like, getting groceries for 2 hours, yo. This shit sucks.
I was like, I'll be at home doing something else.
But in that time, I remember just, like, even just, like, doing little shit, man. Like, I would play, like, with my fingers running along the whole... You know, just little shit. Yeah. You're bored, so you get creative. Yeah. Well, I think that's what sucks now is no one's bored. So now these kids don't have to go outside. You got Xbox fucking online 24/7. You got TikTok 24/7. You got Facebook, Instagram. So now there's no longer like, why the fuck would a kid need a hobby? You know, I mean, kids need them, but to them, they're like, they're like, why? They're like, why would I paint? Why would I draw? Like, I don't, you know, and I think it's also easy to get discouraged because my biggest issue was seeing all these people killing shit online. And I'm like, damn, dude, why would I even like, I fucking suck. I'm never going to be this good. But then you talk to these people and every single one of them has this like, dude, I was doing this for like 15 years before this last year. You know, like it just really took off. Yeah. And before that, it was just purely passion.
I hear those all the time, bro. I was like, dude, you don't understand. I've been doing this for 10 years. For the past 9, I fucking sucked.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
you know, it's I actually got it my last 10th year and it got noticed. People are looking, but fuck, it wasn't, hey, one day I fucking got up and did whatever, you know? And it just blew the fuck up. Yeah. I was like, there's a lot of shit that I fucked up getting here. Yeah. You know, the times that it took me to even get fucking recognized that I'm even doing anything. Yeah. Yeah. Because a lot of people are just like, well, what do you do on your fucking spare time? And you tell them, and you're just like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. You know, don't give no fucking mind to it until you produce something.
You know, it was my favorite thing. I think I used to make fun of them a lot, but now it's cool because you don't see him anymore. But the guitar dude. You know what I mean? Like just any guitar dude. Like, there's always that one guy that was like fucking up chords in the fucking background. You know what I mean? But there was always that guitar guy. It's like, I want to play guitar.
He couldn't stay off of it.
Yeah. There's always been that. And
it's cool.
Yeah. I've seen it at school. I've seen it at skate parks. I've seen it just like, there was always that guy. And I think that's another reason too, that we don't, I think that's what hurts me now, being so into the 2000s culture and like really loving that shit is, dude, rock and roll was like the height of its popularity. You think back of like Linkin Park, Korn, and all these like bands. Yes, it was tight because you had the best of both worlds. Like dudes were rapping on rock songs and it was crazy versus now. It's like, I mean, it's cool. I like the newer music, you know what I mean? But I don't know if y'all are familiar with Playboi Carti.
No.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's evolved so many sounds, but now it's to the point where like I used to hate mumble rap, talk bullshit. Like, man, don't trash mumble rap, bro. This shit's cool. But now he's like doing songs. He's like, and like that's the whole fucking song. Like you truly can't understand it. And it's like, fuck, man. I'm finally seeing myself become the old man of just like, man, that ain't fucking music, man.
Fuck this garbage, bro.
Say about some fucking music, dude.
I feel hurt because I still really like Cardi.
No, it is cool, but I think
he sounds like Future.
I think the problem, like, I don't know, you have to. There's a difference between staying with the current times and like holding on to the past. Yeah. Because like the past influences now, but then you don't like now because you know what the fucking past was. Yeah. You're like, dude, if you want to hear that, listen to this shit. This is where it came from. But no kid thinks that's cool. They're like, whatever, old man. Yeah. Like my little brother does that shit to me. I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, dude, you like that sample? I'll show you the fucking OG.
The original. Yeah.
He's like, I don't give a fuck about the original.
Yeah, that's funny,
dude. My parents used to do that to me whenever, like, I would listen to a rap song and all the rap songs were sampling, you know,
70s and 80s,
70s and 80s. Yeah. And it would be like, you know, one of the songs that they grew up with in the 70s, which was the original. And I'm listening to it for the first time. I'm hearing it, and I'm like, dude, that is the best thing I've ever heard. And they're like, yeah, but that sounds like shit, you know? Yeah. You need to hear the original.
Piece of Michael McDonald real quick.
There you go. Some Michael McDonald. Hey, Michael McDonald's is shit.
Hey, man. I ain't knocking him.
These guys are like, who?
Yeah, I was thinking of a joke. I was going to be like, these fucking old dudes.
Can you imagine, like, being alive in that time where maybe, like, you were your parents' age listening to, like, Juicy Fruit by M-Tune, and then this guy, B.I.G., comes out, and he samples the whole song, and you're like, What the
fuck? Yeah.
You're rapping that nonsense over a good ass song?
Yeah. Oh no, I feel that way now because a lot of these new songs are sampling it. So I'm
Yeah.
sitting there listening to it. I'm like, what the fuck is he saying? Like, I can hear the beat. I know where it comes from. Like, the one that really just annoyed the fuck out of me. What's his name? Kodak Black?
Kodak Black.
I'm like, I can't listen to his shit.
Oh, yeah, that's a special ear.
Yeah, dude, I'm just like, what the fuck is this? You know?
Damn.
And then, because I mean, I grew up in a time, and maybe it's just the old me talking.
You're good. You're
the
good. I
old
was just
stuff,
joking.
where I'm like, I can understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
You know, like there's meaning behind it. There's something behind it. You know, like there's a fucking story.
Yeah.
And then I'm hearing this mumble shit where it's talking about
so-
bitches and hoes. And
That's how my mom is.
I have a funny like recollection of that because man, but I was a big hip hop head and like obnoxiously fucking loserish hip hop head. Like I was the kid while everybody was listening to like Lil Wayne and like fucking all the popular Drake and all that shit. I was like, man, fucking Wu-Tang, bro. I'm like, you don't know shit about Wu-Tang, bro. Like, I'm sitting there acting like I was from the 90s and shit. But well, I used to hate a lot more than anybody. I hated on Young Thug.
Yes.
I fucking hated his music. I was like, dude, I don't understand how y'all like that shit. And then, funny story. Well, I had fucking tripped acid for the first time ever in my life. And I remember my homie passing me, like, he's like, man, you gotta watch this fucking Young Thug music video. And I was like, man, I don't want to see that shit. And as soon as the music played, I fucking understood everything.
Oh my God.
Clearly.
Yeah.
It was so fucking weird, man, because it went from being this unmanageable, like, mumble, like, I don't know what the fuck he's saying. And it was like the acid it just clicked in my head. Everything was crystal clear. And it made me the biggest Young Thug fan after
No
that.
shit.
It was wild. But see, that's why I love this. And not to fucking
Now every time you
rant on
listen to it, you go back into a trip for a
well,
minute,
see,
like,
no, this is what really
See
made
tracers.
me. No. But this is what really made me in tune because I don't ever want to be the person that denies trying something new. And I think for me, my biggest influence, or like not influence, but one of the rappers I look up to the most is Kanye West. I just went to go see him recently at the San Antonio show. It's fucking crazy.
The GOAT.
Dude, well, the thing with Kanye is he stays so in tune with the culture now, and even the young kids. He always says, you know, the fucking kids are the future, dude. You gotta listen to what the kids are listening to.
Yeah.
And that's how he stayed so relevant all these years, on top of, you know, his music geniusness. But
Even fashion.
yeah, no, it's everything he does. It comes from, you know, what's the youth doing? You know,
Yeah.
bring in these 16-year-old kids, spitball ideas. To
That's
me.
the way it's always been too. You know, if you really think about it, because my parents thought it was the dumbest shit that we would do. You know, the baggy fucking clothes. You know, the music we would listen to. Like, what are you doing?
I could
you
never
know?
get Jinkos, bro. My dad was like, I'm not gonna buy you stupid shit like that.
Dude, I rocked that shit. I rocked
Chico's
all
with the
that
CD
shit.
player and the fucking
Bro.
dude, it's just so sick.
All that shit, man. I used to do all that shit, but our parents would look at it the way like, "What? This is
Yeah.
dumb. It's stupid." You know what I mean? Like, but like you were just saying, you know, it's just the culture, the sign of as it moves, the progression of it. You know what I mean? So I mean, and it's everything from clothing, music, movies, like every fucking thing, like podcasts.
Yeah.
Who the fuck? Like, apparently podcasts are more listened to than the radio nowadays.
Yes, which is
100%.
wild, dude. I got into podcasting by listening to I had an alarm clock by my bed every fucking morning, and I hated it. I just didn't like Kixie. You know what I mean? So I was like, what the fuck is an AM? Like, what is that? AM, FM? And I remember kicking it over
Oh,
to
bro,
the
you
AM.
missed some really good shows.
Bro,
I'm telling
oh
you.
man, no, I dwelled into that shit, dude. Whenever I figured out talk radio itself, I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? This is so cool. I'm like, dude, this dude's calling on air conspiracy theories, like all this
Fuck
shit.
yeah, bro.
I was like, yo, what the fuck you mean there's aliens on the moon at like 11 o'clock at night? And that was like my fun. Like, I would never.
Who's that dude that was real famous?
I know who you're talking about too. And I can't think of his name.
I can't believe he did that at a fucking compound in the desert. And he was getting fucking.
Jim Jones?
No, not
No.
Jim Jones. I can't think of his fucking name right now.
Tiffany, can you check on that? I
Yes.
know who you're talking about
Yeah.
too, and I
By
cannot
the
remember his
way,
name.
y'all have not introduced anybody.
Oh,
God
shit.
damn.
God damn, we're that far in already?
Yeah.
Hey, people know us,
Yeah.
dog. You know what I mean? What,
Well, you don't know Cozy by now.
Welcome to the What I Do podcast.
Yeah, we got Mr. Richie Barton. And he brought his guest, Cozy and Dreddy.
Pleasure to be
boy.
back. Yeah, dude. Super fun.
Clip that. We'll put that in the front.
Yeah. Okay.
That was at 43 minutes.
It's been that long already?
Yeah.
All right, we might go
It
longer
goes
than
by
two.
quick,
We
right?
might go
It
longer
goes
than 2
fast,
hours,
man.
bro.
It goes so
Top fives
fast.
when you're having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the beer started to get in and you start to get
We'll fill it out, dude. I don't want to leave suddenly. Like, I'm having fun.
We
This
haven't
is
even
fun
touched
stuff.
flock cameras yet. God damn.
Dude, I don't know. You don't want to touch them, bro. They'll fucking send somebody after you and shit.
Dude, have you seen, fuck it, might as well go into it. Have you seen, like, there's the movement that's happening, like, around the country. It hasn't really happened here yet, but motherfuckers, like, in Houston.
Yeah.
They're
doing
cutting him down
deflock and all that
they're
shit.
cutting him down like a
So,
motherfucker.
dude, here's my thing, and not to get, I don't even, I'm so burnt on the political stuff, and because you're right, it does suck. You know, it's an invasion of our privacy, all this shit. But my biggest thing here in San Angelo is like, you hear more often than not all these fucking people who are like, we need to fucking do something about this. We need to take up arms and all this shit. And like, I agree, but my thing is, in here in town is like, that's all that gets left at. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
all these people
Nobody's
say, like,
willing
we
to
need
die on the sword.
No one is, man. And it's like, it's cool. I agree. And I'll tell you flat out, I want all those fucking things cut down.
Yes.
But I'll be the person to sit here and not virtue signal, dude. I'm not doing shit about it. I like, at the end of the day, I think a lot of people, we all have families, man. We all have fucking kids.
Yeah.
Everybody who wants to make a change, it's like, who's going to throw the first stone? Who's going to be the dude that's out there in the middle of the night
That's the
cutting
whole
everything
thing.
down? Yeah.
That's
and
the
That's
whole
always
thing.
been my biggest issue, man. Especially like the people with petitions, right? They sit there like, sign this petition to get this whatever down, whatever this, and it always blows my mind. I was like, because it never goes anywhere. It never. I mean, they got like 2,800 votes, right? Well, the city went and nitpicked that shit and be like, oh, well, you know, these votes don't count because they're no whatever the fuck. They come up with some stipulation, brought that shit down to 1,700 votes. Hey, it wasn't enough to do anything. So, mayor's still the mayor. Whatever the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
But what always fucking blows my mind, and it kind of pisses me off, you know? But then again, who's willing to follow? So who's willing to do anything? I have a family. I'm not willing to bring that shit up on me. But what's annoying is that they try to change the system while following the system's rules.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, you can't do that. Because you're never going to implement any kind of change because every time hey, man, the only way this is going to work if you get this many signatures and follow these rules. Well, you do that. You get it all together. At the same time, they're kicking the fucking goalposts.
Yeah. Well, because you're playing their game.
You're
now.
playing their game. And this is the dumbest shit that, all right, we want to try, everybody would try to be fucking civil about it. And it's like, this is what the change that needs to happen. I'm like, well, of course it's never going to fucking happen. Like, take it out the fucking source. All right, everyone's talking about data centers. Everyone's talking about these flock cameras. But what I guess I should say that everyone's talking about the data center, right? But no one fucking talks about the fact that the flock needed city council permission to put these bitches up.
Yeah, and they I think they're in communication with them too. My brother is huge on finding those flock cameras. Like he drives around looking for flock cameras and he puts them on DFlock. Have you seen the website?
Yeah, I've seen that site.
He puts them on, like, I think if you look him up, I think his username is like DFlock777. I think. But
Feds are going to fucking take your brother.
Allegedly, that's what he does.
Allegedly. This is all
None of
legend.
them are him.
This is for entertainment
and
purposes.
he figured out, like, I don't know, a couple of the entrances on the loop have that, but he figured out that I think eventually every single entrance onto the loop from the north all the way to the south is going to have them. And they're starting to sandwich the loop with them. If you go to like this north part of the loop and the south part of the loop on Bell, there's a flock camera. On Southwest, flock camera. College Hills, flock camera. So I think on every entrance loop, they're just going to sandwich it to where you can't go anywhere on the loop.
So
And
we
the
originally
flock is
saw
systematic.
it. I never actually saw them. Oscar actually pointed one of them out to me, and then we started pinpointing them. And when they started coming into town, they were just on the main entrances to the city. Like, you know what I mean? Like just before you get to 2105, if you're coming from that way, or if you're coming from like Wall, there was one down there. You know what I mean? So they can see like, okay, is he turning off or he's going straight? You know, you're coming in from. There's 277 South, which is like going down towards El Dorado or Cristobal, I guess. There's like that. They were catching people, or not catching, but they were watching people tagging people as they're coming in and around the city. Then they started moving into the city, and I've actually heard stories where they're even like close to like in neighborhoods now.
There's one on Avenue N.
Oh yeah, I think
Avenue
the
N?
one in my area is right
one-
across the McDonald's on Southwest, right on the fucking corner where
They're sandwiched.
Yeah,
There's one on
side
College
loop
Hills
is
by the
another one.
splash pad.
it's right there.
You know where the splash pad is at? There's one right down there.
Dude, well, what sucks is I feel like that was purposely done to start on the outside edges of town before anybody, you know what I mean? That's probably what they implemented. Oh, it's just the outside of town.
Yeah.
We don't got to worry about
And they
shit.
slowly work it in.
Yeah, but I don't know if y'all had seen, there was actually a murder here in town that was solved by those fucking cameras. The dude...
They got hit by the car.
No. They found, I don't know, I forgot his name, man, but some dude had got shot on the north side and they found his body, and it was some dudes from Houston that fucking drove all the way
I don't
out
know.
here.
They used a cell phone.
It was the cell
Yeah, it
phone
was a
thing.
cell
I want
phone,
to say that I think the article I had seen that said they just caught the tag just in and out of town. They cell phone pinged, and then they had a girlfriend that was like, he told me he was gonna fucking kill him. Yeah. And then like the flock was like the cherry on top.
He
like
used to work at that metal place here in town. The
AFCO.
no, God damn it, is it AFCO now? It used to be Hirschfeld.
Hirschfeld.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So I think he was working for them. Yeah, but the guy came all the way up from Houston. This was it's like a whole prison thing.
Yeah. It stemmed from like prison politics.
Yeah, but from the story that I heard and what I remember reading about it was that they were tracing this guy's cell phone, tracking it as it was pinging all the way up here and then all the way back, and they were pinging his cell phone. Now there may have been flock cameras back then. I don't know because I only heard of them this past year. This was like what 3-4 years ago.
I want to say 2 or 3 at the most.
3 years ago,
somewhere around
like
there.
that.
But flock's been around for a couple years now, man. It was like 5 or 6, but it was all in big cities.
Yeah,
because I remember when I moved from I think I came back from Austin in like 2022, and that was when I first started seeing them, and they set them up all downtown because of 6th Street, fucking crazy. And at the time it made sense. I was like, man, I get it. Like fucking, there's like shootings down here and shit. Yeah. But when I moved back to San Angelo and then I was like, yo, what the fuck are these doing here?
You know, when we were in New York last year, and we were on 5th Avenue, and I remember I took a picture of my wife because she's standing in front of that Louis Vuitton store, and it's got like it looks like luggage.
It looks like a luggage. Yeah, that shit's cool.
And I was looking at the light or it's like a light post right behind where she's standing at, and there's like fucking 10 or 12 cameras. Yeah. Now I don't know, they're not flock, but it says NYPD on them, and they're just like all like
they're facial recognition.
I want to say there was a statistic that was like if you walk anywhere in New York, like anywhere downtown, I think you're fucking captured on like over 30,000 cameras.
That's
like there's no fucking New York. There's no escaping. Which there's too much crime to track down. But you're recorded at all times. Is basically what the sentence.
I mean, because you take the subway, there's cameras all through that whole
everywhere.
fucking system.
Well, you gotta think now. I think what was wild was back in the early 2000s. Think of how many outdated cameras there were in like just gas stations and shit. Like you would see people get robbed and shot at like 1 pixel.
Oh yeah.
And then now you have these like fucking dude. They're 4K Bluetooth. You know, like now they're saying that they have shit that like, dude, your Wi-Fi router can ping out your fucking body shape.
Oh yeah,
not even your body shape; it can ping out the shape.
It'll map your whole house and
map
shit.
everything.
Like,
you know who to
so
think?
This is my thing with this is my only takeaway with everything that we know now and everything that we're not able to do without serious repercussions. I tell people, man, the only way to combat it is to just fucking let it go. I think if you like, as shitty as it is to say, I think when people stress themselves out and people, because imagine this, man, when everybody's thinking of this and they're all freaking the fuck out and they're like, man, we need to do something, but nobody's doing anything. All it causes is panic and unrest in town.
Yes.
And I think like the only truthful way to ease your mind about it, if you know that there's fucking nothing that can be done and this system's too deep and this town's already ran by bloodlines who've been here, you know what I mean? So I think the best advice that I've gotten from somebody was, dude, it was like older guys, 45 years old, 50 years old. And I asked them, I'm like, man, like, I don't know how to feel growing up in this fucking world with all this, crazy shit going on. And they flat out told me, look, dude, it'll never fucking end. Yeah. They're like, dude, it's been like this since I was your age. I was talking about the same thing with my homies. You know what I mean? Whenever we started going to war, everybody was afraid of nuclear holocaust and all this shit. And then he just gave me the most advice that is true. The best thing that happened to me for my mental health sake was just like, dude, just focus on your family. Just remember to go home and not stress about things that are out of your control at the end of the day. Yeah. And just
the system's
live,
inevitable,
man. Yeah, it is.
It's inevitable.
And you got to think, you don't want to be the dude that spends 50 years of your life. Like, I think when you try to live the revolutionary lifestyle, man, you have to sacrifice. What has time told us with everybody who's taken a stand? Yeah. Everybody who threw the first stone, they didn't fucking have nothing to lose. It was always that dude that taxi driver or a fucking bottom of the barrel that's like, I fucking had enough, dude. And yeah, man, like, the Killdozer story. Are y'all familiar with that?
Oh yeah,
dude. Like that's what we need. But until it's gonna have to come at the fucking cost of somebody's sanity.
Yeah,
which it sucks, man. It sucks that that's what it comes down to. But it's a tale as old as time. The Boston Tea Party came from fucking people saying we had a fucking enough, dude.
Yeah, we had enough. We're not paying your 2%.
Yeah. So I think,
and now we bent over.
We may not see it in our lifetime, but I believe that our fucking kids might, man.
Yeah,
I think that there's the internet. See, the problem with the internet is it's been so fast tracked into streamlining information into people's hands.
Well, it's going faster now.
Yeah,
AI
like, dude.
now
you know. Yeah. And here's the thing. Now you have. I know more kids that are like 18 doing damage against like fucking flock systems than people, because we can't. We're living our lives like we said. We have kids. But the youth are think of every rebelliousness thing in the past. It's always been kids, man.
Our country started with kids.
Yeah,
Like
straight up.
Really, when you think about it,
They
they
were all
were
in their
fucking
20s.
Yeah, they were
young
young
dude,
20s.
young men that were like, no, fuck it, we're gonna go do this. So I think it's all up into the hands of those people. And I think in order to see change, we have to see a lot of these older politicians die out, dude.
Yeah.
Like they've been here for 50 fucking years.
Bro,
That's part of the problem
Golden
right there.
seats, man. Like there's until we get that and the youth kind of gets involved in more political shit, I think then we'll see a solid change for them.
So one thing that's happening right now, and I just read this today. So, and this is taking people having to get arrested over it, right? So I just saw this happen. Supreme Court just approved it. The geofencing that's going on with your phones, that's now considered illegal. They can no longer do that. But, you know, they're like, okay, but if you agree to terms, which is the whole fucking problem now, people just don't even read the terms.
Yeah.
And everybody's on every fucking
But your
app
shit's not going to
anyway.
work unless you agree to it.
That means you're agreeing to be geofenced, right?
Yeah.
But the good thing about them doing that is now that's going to trickle down to the next level, which is flock cameras. That's the next argument is like, okay, if this is wrong, if them geofencing you with your phones, you're also geofencing with flock cameras. So that's where it's going next. And I think there's several people right now that are having lawsuits against the government over the flock, because they cut down flock cameras, they get arrested. And this goes back to they were willing to fall on that sword.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to get arrested for it.
Yeah, you have to know it, man. There's no if,
yeah,
buts.
that way they take it to the Supreme Court and they're like, all right, my Fourth Amendment rights have been violated by these flock cameras, because they're not just reading license plates. They're finding them on walking trails. They're finding them. Their facial recognition.
Oh, dude, I want to see
them on
there
lease
was a-
roads.
Yeah,
you see them on lease roads.
there was an ad where
Yeah.
I think some officers were actually suspended. I think one was like stalking his ex.
Stalking his ex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tons
Shit's
of them. There's like
crazy, so.
20, 30, 40 different cases of that where they're stalking like their exes, and they put it under like something like test, because I think you have to put a reason for when you pull something from the flock system, and they just put test
Because it logs it, I'm guessing, right? Okay.
Because there's like a footprint for everything, but they put there's like tons of. Is that a sword?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's sick.
You want to check it out?
Set.
The blade. The blade's red too.
No,
By
I'm
the
good,
way,
I'm good. I just
Cozy,
noticed
were
it.
you talking about Art Bell?
Yes, Art Bell.
Art Bell. That's right, on AMM radio.
Oh yeah,
I couldn't remember the name, but
that's crazy. I'm my bad, bro. I was just.
well,
you're
what's
good.
funny enough,
It was gifted
I want
to
to bring
us.
this back too,
AM.
because when we were having the talk about 2000 stuff, when I was a kid, the fucking only thing I wanted as a child was that fucking 3 stack of samurai swords.
Oh, yeah.
That, like everybody, every cool guy had it. Man, that shit was so cool. But now what's funny is that's how I decorate my apartment now. It's like I think I have like 3 swords hung up and shit. Shout out to Doc. Shout out to my homies that fucking bring me weaponry.
My wife,
I think that shit's so cool.
my wife hates that shit so much.
Mine too.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, I think that's my only compromise is I let my lady do anything, dude, whatever the fuck she wants. But I'm like, when it comes to decorating, I gotta put my shit up.
It's
You
all
gotta
me.
let me, yeah.
I have Bionicles, Lego Bionicles. Like it's a defunct toy
Dude.
from
Yeah.
the 2000s
Yeah.
that I have on my shelf. Like my wife has no say on anything in the apartment. I have Playboy magazines on the shelf. I have like this magazine I was in on the shelf. I have Bionicles. I have, bro, I
Yeah.
have VHS tapes.
Fight for us.
Yeah, no,
She got pissed because she said the apartment looks like a bachelor pad. She said
It does.
I have Lego. Does it?
No, well, like both of ours, both
okay.
like it does. Yeah, I get the same. She
I have
said the same shit.
I have tons of tattoo flash that I bought.
Dude.
That's on my wall.
Fucking Legos are the shit, aren't they?
I love them.
I fucking love Legos. I don't know what it is. Like with the last,
Oh, man.
the last 6 months, I've gotten into fucking Legos, and it started with like,
Look up older ones.
it started with my grandson. He wanted a toy, and you know, we were looking in the Legos, and I was like, dude, these fucking Legos are the shit. Like, there's some badass Legos in here. They go to like $400, $500, $600. I was like, whoa, what the
It
fuck?
started with your rebellion over that
That's what I
fucking
was
company.
gonna say. Well, this is how you combat that, dude. I think Mega Blocks. You know what I'm talking?
Yeah.
Mega Blocks,
Oh,
dude. They're like Legos, but just way cooler. They have way more detail. And how I got into them was Halo 3, the Halo.
Halo had them.
Dude, they had badass, like full blown, like the video game Halo. They had every armor set, like all their little dudes were fully detailed with their swords. After those came out, I was like, "Fuck Legos, dude."
It's way better. Huh? Man, Legos are fucking high dollar too. It's
But
like,
no,
God
like
damn.
he actually about the Bionicle stuff though. Like he fucking really dwells into that shit.
Yeah.
But it's cool because it's like they had a whole show. He'll give you like a whole thesis on everything.
Yeah, I don't
like.
I don't know
It's
what it is.
tight.
I like hyper fixated on Bionicles when I was younger, and I moved around a lot because my dad was military, so I like lost them in every move. I don't know how that shit works. Maybe my parents threw it away, and
Yeah, I bet they did.
They probably did, but
They're like, we did that to our kids.
well,
That's what I do. I'm like, they're not paying attention. Throw that shit away.
they threw all my shit away, I guess. But I had a ton, and when I started in the oil field, I just had more money than I could think of sometimes. Like there were times where I was like, fuck, I'm working like 80 hours this week alone. And then like the check hits and I'm like, damn. And then one day I was just looking at like old family pictures and I saw Bionicles in there and I was like, fuck, I wonder if people sell them. And like there's tons on eBay.
Hell yeah.
And I was talking to Cozy, showing him pictures of like Bionicles and like old Legos that I was buying. And I was like, I just bought these. And he was like, damn, dude. And I have them in my living room.
What's the most? How many pieces? Like the largest set of pieces.
Bro, it's like Lego action figures.
But like how many pieces though?
Probably like 50 maybe.
What 50?
Nothing
Yeah, it's
crazy.
not a lot. No,
It's like, what,
I'll show you
50?
some. I'll gift y'all some. I have so many Bionicles that I bought.
So I bought. We went to Houston. Was it like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And we went to the Lego store, and I bought this fucking car. It's a fucking F1 race car, and it was 1,600 fucking pieces.
Those are bad.
And I put it together in like a day and a half.
Yeah.
But I couldn't stop though. It's like once I started, I'm like,
It's locked in.
I'm in on this motherfucker all the
Yeah,
way.
full-blown
I
tism,
can't fucking
putting that
stop
shit
until I
together.
fucking finish it.
My wife wants to build. We had this Back to the Future like DeLorean
Okay.
Lego that we got for Christmas one day, and she was like, "I want to build it together." I'm like, I've always told her like, "Yeah, we'll do it." I'm like, I'm a hyper fixate on this shit. I'm not gonna let you build nothing because I'm gonna be like looking at the instructions. Like, I don't see how you could build it with somebody.
Yeah, no.
It's not a
I don't-
funny.
It's a solo project.
No, yeah,
It's
because
not,
you
bro.
hype like you just
It's a great
said-
way to start an argument, though.
Yes.
Huge.
You're like, I have to take the whole thing apart because you missed this one fucking
Yeah,
piece.
it's nuts.
And like with these cars, because that's what I've been building is cars.
yeah,
And so they have gearboxes and they have gears and
Technic
that's
pieces.
what- yeah, Technic pieces. And you're gonna turn the wheels, the fucking cylinders on the motor, they move. If you miss one of those fucking things,
fucked.
you're fucked.
yeah.
You've got to start all over again. And it comes in bags, like so it has like
Step one,
step 1,
Yeah.
empty bag 1, it's bag 1 through 10 or whatever, Well, once you fucking get to a certain point, you're already past like bag 5 and then you realize, oh shit, back at bag 1, I forgot that one fucking piece or I put that together wrong. I put it on the wrong prong or whatever they call it. Now you got to take it all apart and you kind of have to remember like, oh fuck, like how was all this done? But in backwards, like it's fucking stupid.
I never did that with Legos. Every
think-
time I
I
go
think
to Lowe's,
that sounds like it would piss me the fuck
Oh,
up.
it
Like,
does,
Just
yeah.
that one fuck up would be like, I'm never doing this shit.
And then they put then they put stickers too, right? So like I know like the higher end ones that are like $1,000, like they're printed onto the plastic, but the ones that are like $200 to $400, they're stickers, and you've got to put them on there. Well, goddamn, have you looked at a fucking Formula One car before? You know how many stickers
nuts.
are on
Yeah,
that
dude.
bitch?
You gotta get like a magnifying glass
Good
and tweezers
God.
and shit.
They have transforming, like G1 Transformers Legos. Like
That's
they have
crazy.
a Soundwave that's a cassette.
I saw that one.
Have you seen that one?
Yes,
It's nuts.
and it does transform back
Did y'all
into
like
the
Transformers
cassette
back in
player.
the day? Like G1? No.
No,
You probably would have bullied me, right?
yeah, probably.
yeah, Oscar would have been that guy. But what's
just put
crazy, I'm
Oscar had a
surprised.
mohawk and a Trans Am back in the day. He
I
was
feel
fucking
like-
putting nerds in lockers and shit.
I feel like I feel like you would kind of get into it because it's like a mechanical.
Especially because you're like such a builder type.
Yeah,
of,
it's a builder thing. It's a process to it.
The problem is no one ever see it
No,
because I would have
it's
to.
just for you.
Get the fuck away. Don't touch
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
Don't
no.
slam the goddamn door. It's gonna vibrate the table.
Did you
Yeah.
see like erector sets back in the day? Like those like metal with screws and nuts and shit like
I
that?
never did.
They had
I
motors.
never
No?
did any of that,
My
man.
dad used to get
Oscar
motors.
was blessed because he had like life size erector sets.
Yeah.
So you know what an erector set is?
I do. Yeah.
My dad used to give me
Oscar had the actual backhoe and the actual
Damn.
fucking.
Yeah, I had miniature ones that like
Yeah.
touch your hands.
Yeah. People never believe when I tell them the childhood that I have because she's just like, the fuck.
Yeah.
You know, you ever watch Crocodile Dundee?
Yeah.
You ever see that where he's like in the background and he's kind of walking through the, what do you call it, Serengeti? I don't know what the fuck, the
Yeah.
desert, where he's at and he's kind of like the mirage and he's just walking. Yeah. Like I was an Aborigine when I was a fucking kid, bro. You know?
shit.
Oh, yeah, bro. Kind of like what,
Staring into the sun and shit.
yeah, bro. like,
He's like the deserts of Mexico, like actual Mexico.
Oh, shit.
Really?
like, yeah, real Mexico. Like Mexico. Or like we went out, hey, we're trying to get enough fucking rabbits and enough shit to eat. Not because we needed to, because it was fun, you know.
Damn.
So we would light up like fucking acres. We torch
that's sick
acres
as
to
fuck.
try to push
Rabbits towards
the whatever the fuck was in there, rabbits, hogs, whatever. We push them.
nuts.
Oh yeah, bro.
I would never guess that.
No, people never do.
sick.
Yeah, it was cool shit. Like this is one of those. You get to Mexico and it's this tiny little village, right? And behind
he's
us
a
is
podcaster.
fucking desert, dog. Well, I'm telling you, the mesquites don't get any bigger than that fucking bottle right there.
Yeah.
You know, just fucking straight up desert. And we would show up. The first thing we would do, man, is go out and try to find a decent sized mesquite tree. So, and like I said, they don't get very big. And try to find the Y.
Yeah.
For a fucking slingshot, and we would build slingshot.
Damn. That's sick, dude.
Yeah, bro. We were fucking runners. We would go it's the weirdest thing, right? Like you think desert, there ain't shit out there. And then all of a sudden you're walking. This fucking heat of the sun is bearing down. You got these fucking mountains to your background, you know, with little fucking caps on top.
Yeah.
You know, it's badass. And then you're walking through this desert and all of a sudden you see what you think is an oasis that's kind of popping up. You know, you're just like, what the fuck is that? It's a fucking vineyard out in the middle of the desert with the fucking water coming from the mountain.
Really?
Oh, yeah, bro.
How long were you there?
Oh, man. Like, we would go and visit. That's where my mom's family was from. We would visit for like 4 weeks out of the year.
That's
you know?
sick, dude.
So when I tell people I'm going on vacation, I'm like, cool, man, what do y'all do over there? Fucking everything. Everything. Like, the first time I ever knew what marijuana was, the federales, the town that we lived in, they had a big old camp. And they would take all the drugs that they would seize and they would go and burn everything. So that shit would fucking, bro, when I'm telling you.
Downwind?
Oh, yeah. We tried it. Well, not downwind on purpose, you know, but they would sit there and they would burn these fucking, I'm talking about trucks, 18-wheeler trucks worth of fucking marijuana. Just, dude, it was crazy, bro.
Shit that got stopped at the borders.
Yeah, everything they could confiscate, you know, and it would just they would just light it up. And that's the first time I was like, how the fuck were you getting the giggles, right?
Yeah.
You know, and people were all like, damn, that's crazy. You would just, like, I don't know if you know what a maguey is. It's just it's a big
What's
old...
gay?
Is that maguey? It's just these big old fucking, they'll make tequila out of them.
Yeah.
You know, these big old fucking palm looking trees that get on the ground. Well, fuck, man, we would cut those bitches down when we were running out of water. And because in the middle they had that long stem. We'd fucking start a fire, we'd cook it. Like I would meet my great grandmother out there because she was straight up Indian. She's the fuck, that was her right there, you know?
Damn.
You know, we would run into her. She'd be eating a snake or something, whatever she caught, because she was straight Indian, bro. Straight Indian.
Have you ate a snake before?
Oh, yeah.
Is it good?
It tastes like fucking jerky. Well, I always ate it like jerky.
Dang.
You know, so we would dry it and stuff like that. And she always carried a fucking chicken with her. She always had one chicken. And that bitch.
At all times?
All the time. Because it would lay an egg every morning. And that's what she would eat. Yeah, bro.
Shit.
That's cool.
My great grandma would carry chiles with her all the time.
Chiles, yeah.
Yeah, like
Damn, dude, I was about to say that just brought my grandpa would fucking bring chiles in his pocket at restaurants and shit,
Yeah.
like a foil.
My great grandma would keep
I was
Those
like,
are chile
damn,
bikinis
just
in
like,
that fucking food?
fuck
Yeah.
I was like, damn, dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
She'd have a bunch of chiles in her purse.
Yeah, that's fucking, that was my,
Like straight.
that was all my, that was my fucking great grandmother. Of course, she never slept in a bed. She always slept in the corner of her room.
No way.
Yeah, she would get in there kind of with her chicken and she would just kind of.
Fuck with the chicken.
For
No.
why though?
Huh?
For why though?
Just the way she was.
Just old school.
She passed she passed at 115.
Oh,
She was over 100
That's
years
a
old.
great life, though.
Oh, yeah,
That's
bro.
fucking amazing.
Yeah, so she was around at the time. She was born in the 1800s. 1800s. Yeah, she was over. I think when she passed when I was I want to say 90, 95, 96 maybe.
How do people live so long?
I have no fucking clue, bro.
I had
Well, they're not eating the
Centurion.
fucking junk that we're
Pesticide.
eating.
It
Thank
has
you.
to be that. I had this great grandma. We called her Mama Jovita, and I've heard like 17 different ages that she was. Like when I was younger, they'll be like, "Oh, she's only 92," and then like another relative would be like, "She's like 106," and I was like, "Damn, she's old. Like she was
Yeah.
super old."
That
And
might have been my situation too.
I
They're
don't even
just
see
telling me
people
shit.
live that long because she was super old when she passed.
Because I would argue it's fucking processed food. Because
That's-
my
that's-
thing
Oh,
was
yeah,
you
for
think
sure.
old school families, like the grandmas made everything from scratch. And then
That's
now
true.
we, like, how many fucking pizza rolls
Yeah.
do we eat in one sitting?
And they're
You
not
know what I mean?
making
A bag.
Yeah, like the
100.
crazy part about that was right is that they weren't making all types of food.
Yeah,
They were making beans, rice, and
same
whatever
shit.
the fuck and whatever protein is going to be thrown in there.
yeah. They said that she came home. She came to San Angelo in like a covered wagon. And
Okay.
shit. Like I'm sure they were just eating whatever they found. Like older people like eat like mesquite beans and shit off the trees and shit like that. I'm sure they were doing that, and that's probably
See,
better
that's,
than.
that's what I wish, man.
Cactus.
Yeah,
You got to drink it.
Yeah, I just put that in the thing.
I see that shit like,
Way too many.
But there's a lot of people out there, man, that live weird fucking lives. Like my mom, for instance, from desert to nothing. I mean, from desert to got to gather enough fucking firewood to make it through the winter. You know, because
Minecraft IRL.
Yeah, bro, no
fucking
shit.
trees.
Like we went to visit where she was born, right? And we're sitting there, we're driving, and you see these little fucking, they look like sheds but made out of adobe. You know,
Like
just
the
tiny.
mud type shit?
Yeah, the mud bricks.
With
you know,
the slats on top? Or the little branches?
man, they would put these fucking just branches on top and
Yeah.
kind of put whatever leaves up on top to just kind of get the water to run off. But we're talking about, I mean, this is a fucking mansion compared to the fucking houses
No
that we were.
way.
Oh yeah. So her last straw, right? Where she's like, I'm done. It would snow or it would get fucking cold. Wake up in the morning, some's dead.
Fuck.
You know,
They froze. They
Whether,
froze
yeah,
to
they
death.
I
froze.
did
to
not think
death.
that's where that was
relative?
going.
Yeah,
Fuck.
whether her last
Like
straw
deserts get
is it
cold.
her? I guess you could say her nieces, nephews. Because I mean, dude, her brothers range. I think there's 11 of them, and they range from fucking. I think at the time the oldest one was like, almost 70. You know, and the youngest one was 20 something.
Wow.
You know, it was mind blowing. Like
Different
this,
time.
yeah, way different time. And she was just like, this is it. Fuck that. She left where she was at 14, 15 years old. She fucking there. Hey, they're catching a fucking wagon and they're taking off. You know, she's like, I'm going to catch the wagon. No one else went.
Where'd they go?
They were get the fuck out
Yeah.
from wherever they were. Just, we got to go. We got to go. And at that time, it's kind of like, you go and get supplies and bring it back. So she was jumping on the supply shit and she took off. Well, she made it up here. I don't know how it really, I mean, I can't attest to any of it, right? But when you got a little girl, you know, taking off and she's literally trying to make it to the U.S. by herself,
Yeah.
you know, what all entails in that, you know? I mean, just think about it nowadays, what that entails. I don't ask, she don't talk about it. We don't, I've never got really in depth with her with it, you know? So, I mean, fuck, she's like, it was the most mind-blowing thing. I came to know electricity because there was no electricity out there.
Yeah,
Even when I went, and I was fucking 15 years old, I was in my teens. There was still no fucking electricity there. There's a fucking stock tank that the cows are drinking out of. That's their fucking water.
Dude.
You know, I'm just like, what the fuck? You know, I didn't even tell my dad because we went down there and you make it to the next town, you fill up, and you're filling up fucking like, I wanted to say they filled up maybe 8 5-gallon buckets of gas. Because I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? You know, she's like, well, we're going to go down and where we're going, there's nothing. So I remember we're going down the fucking highway and then you see this sign on fucking sticks and fucking, they painted that bitch on there, you know. No plywood, I don't know whatever the fuck it was. But anyways, they said, whatever town that way. And I'm like, cool.
And you get off the
Off the road, bro. We're on the fucking road. We're on literally desert, dog, for like 2.5, almost 3 hours.
Damn,
I was
like
like,
lease
what the
road.
Yeah, bro.
Nothing.
No, even worse than that.
Damn.
Because there wasn't
No trail.
no blade. I mean, there's
Yeah.
no road. There's like,
Grass.
you see with these fucking 2 little wheels or
Yeah.
trails taking off that way. That's the way we're going. And you're sitting there driving. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? You know, at this age, where I'm like, what are we doing? This is dumb. We're going to fucking die out here.
No service, I'm sure, too.
No,
right?
no, absolutely nothing. But beautiful skies, though. Goddamn, when that's something.
Night sky?
Oh, yeah.
No light
bro.
pollution.
It was crazy, bro. It's like I said, you're driving up and there's these little fucking huts, bro. Just like kind of, they're all together. They're not spread out. So you don't really know how many they are. You just know that there's this little village. And then you drive up and you're just like, what the fuck are we doing here? Stayed there for what, like 4, I want to say it was like 3-4 days, something like that.
Didn't you told me when did y'all get there? Y'all have to jack the car up.
Yeah,
the
we
tires
jacked-
don't go flat on you.
So because we had jacks, we had everything. You know,
Yeah.
it's like jack it up so there's no weight. Unplug the battery because you don't want your battery
Doing
to drain.
parasitic drain or something, yeah.
You want to prep yourself.
Wow.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Survival shit.
Yeah, bro, it's the most mind blowing shit. Of course, we were there, ate good. You know, I won't say we ate good, but we ate decent. Stepped on
Probably
the floor.
actually did eat good compared to
Probably
some of the
did.
bullshit they were eating.
Well, I mean, we ate what they
Rabbit
had.
is good, bro.
No. This is not there.
Oh, it's not there.
No, you ain't catching a rabbit.
Oh, there's
there.
no rabbit. Oh, yeah, that's
you
right.
ain't
Y'all
catching-
desert. Y'all are desert.
Further, that was just further
Shoot a
down.
crow out the sky.
might get a
and
crow.
shit.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck,
Well,
dude.
they did have livestock. You know,
Okay.
but it was
Oh, yeah.
kind of one of those. You
It's
know,
like a homestead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you didn't, it's kind of, I can't even describe it to you. Clear this fucking table off. Right? Literally clear this table off and put this little bucket for the water and put the little bottle caps out here. And that's the houses. That's the stock tank. And there ain't shit for miles. You can literally watch your dog run away for days.
How fucking great must that be though to be away from the world's issues?
People still live like that.
Oh yeah.
Like even here in Texas, like there's been times where I've gone to like locations to where I'm on a lease road for 40 fucking minutes and I see a random house and I'm like, there ain't shit. Like if you were to break your leg, you're fucked. You gotta get a helicopter. You gotta probably drive down this road. It's not even like if you're out there by like Pecos and Mentone and shit, you'll be driving on like 285 or something and there's random houses out in the middle of nowhere with nothing. Tiny houses.
I don't know if you were there, but there has been a situation like that where old man did break his leg out on location in the middle of fucking nowhere. His own fault.
Yeah.
And they did have to get a fucking helicopter out there to fly him out. Were you there? You were
No,
there?
I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
Fucking kill me after
Did
that
y'all work
medical
together?
bill, dude.
Huh?
Fuck.
Did y'all work together?
I used to work for his dad,
Oh, okay.
and then I worked for him for a short time.
Doing what?
Roustabout. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I went from I used to work for his dad because I was laid off from the drilling rigs. And then I got smart and I was like, okay, yeah, so drilling rigs ain't it. And when they picked back up again, they got busy. I went back to the rigs, but I had a plan. I was like, all right, this is going to be something I'm just going to do for a certain amount of time because I need the experience. Because I didn't have any oil field experience, so it's like I need the experience. And then working for his dad, I got to know his brother really good. And then his brother had called me. He was like, man, you still trying to get over here on the production side? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, you should come work for my brother. You can get to know these guys because my brother took over my dad's business and they're working for this new company. And he's like, you can get to know these guys and then we can hopefully jump you over. And so that was the plan. So that's what thank God that's exactly how it worked out. But
get you over to production.
So your family owned a business? Mm-hmm. That's insane. So humanity is crazy because I'm thinking about that and your family was living on the land maybe 100 years ago and you're owning a business, having a podcast, like for fun. Like that's insane. Like
crazy how life turns like that.
Yeah, dude, just success and just working hard and doing those things like that.
Yeah. If you could, that is crazy because if you could document that and like see it from fucking where they started and how they got
to now,
and now they're kids, and now my kids fucking they don't worry.
If my
about
grandfather
shit.
saw me doing a podcast right now,
it's okay. It's okay. Puros jotos.
I feel like
Puros jotos hablando qué? So chicas.
that's the fucking.
What do y'all do? Cry? Y'all talk about y'all's feelings or what? I'm like, no, grandpa.
But dude, I would argue that's the name of the game in America.
Absolutely,
man. Like
yeah.
that's fucking the American dream, 100%.
inspiring.
You came from that, and then you fucking built everything you have, and that's where I kind of get at with it. Where I'm just like, dude, I'm just grateful that we're fucking here, dude.
Yeah.
Because where else do you have the opportunity to do cool shit like this? Straight up, man.
If
It's
you really
fucking
think
awesome,
about,
man.
if you really think about all of us, everybody, Tiffany included, if you really think about your entire family line, like just take it all the way back to Mexico, take it all the way back to, we have ancestors that were warriors at some point in our entire history to right now. Like,
I think I might met someone.
that blood is running through your veins.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
It's
awesome
in
to
you.
think about.
It's in you. You know what I mean? That's like,
But the method,
that's wild, right?
The method of progression hasn't changed. We have forgot it. We have forgot that. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, right? If you work hard enough and long enough, you will accomplish something.
100%.
Absolutely.
It's not fuck this. It's not the system's not fair. Whatever the fuck. Fuck all that. The system in life was never fair.
Yeah.
But if you work long enough and hard enough, you will accomplish something where you'll be telling your kids, like, I accomplished this because I did this. If you would just get off your ass. And I know it's hard. It's a hard thing to see, especially when you're down in the dumps about it, but if you just fucking, and I press this and press and press, if you work hard enough and long enough, you will accomplish something.
It's easier when you have someone to watch, like to be like inspired by too.
Not to interrupt, but like we just had this conversation on the way up here, but I was telling him when me and Richie met 5 years ago, our lives are drastically different. Completely different, man. He was at the paint shop. I was just an apprentice starting my tattoo journey. And we had all these fucking talks about like, damn, dude, I want to do this. I want to do this. And I had just told him that, like, man, isn't that fucking wild? Just in that short time span, I was like, think of everything we've accomplished, dude. I'm like, dude, you got in your job in the gas compression company. I started sticking with tattooing. Like, to where we're at now is night and day.
You own a business.
And yeah, dude, I had fucking done a lot. In 3 years, dude, I've owned a shop, closed a shop, worked at other shops. But beside the point, it was just like, I think sometimes people just need to understand that and learn when to settle down and look at their life. Yes. Because for me, that's what it was, dude. I was just telling him, like, dude, it's beautiful. I love that we don't have to worry about, we're family men, dude, which is great. It's a great feeling. I've never had a fucking solid family life, I would say. Not a normal family life. That's what I would say. I had a great family, but it just wasn't normal. And I think that's what's so wild now is, you know, seeing our cars get done. Now we got motorcycles because these were all just ideas, dude. Like fucking years ago, I remember the first time I ever messaged him, I had my old Lexus before I wrecked it. Yeah. I had fucking went out of my way. I was like, damn, dude, how much would you do? Even if it was like plastic dip. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he had told me a price and I couldn't afford it, but I was like, yo, like, give me time. Like, I want to fucking do this. So the roof that he had did for me now, that's been something that was in the works for damn near 4 or 5 years. Mm-hmm. Because when I wrecked my first Lexus, I was like, damn, he took me to go pick up the fucking one I have right now.
And it burned.
It blew up. Yeah, it was, dude, the life is just it's so funny. Because it's like everything has a purpose. Everything leads you somewhere. And as fucking stressed as we were back then, it's like, dude, it all paid off. Because now I was telling him, like, dude, I woke up the other morning, kid laying down with me, lady in my arm, brand new house, fucking roof just got painted, and it was a blessing, man. I was just like,
just got a bike.
Yeah, I just got another motorcycle, like, and it was.
You never would have even dreamed.
Never. 5 years ago, man. If you would have told me where I'd be at right now, I would not have believed you.
Yeah.
I gave up 5 years ago. I had like went through some shit. I was like my fucking. I thought it was the end of the world. I was like, this is it, dude. This is just it for me. And nah, dude. But I think that's why it's important to have these talks or like just share stories. Yeah. I think not a lot of people. Everybody is just like, well, you're fucking telling your story. Nah, dude. It's because I want people to understand. You can make something out of nothing, dude. Mm-hmm. But just like you said, it comes from work. And that, like for me, that's what I love and value about our friendship is like his drive for painting fucking inspired my drive for tattooing. Yeah. Because him being in love with like the Chicano lowrider scene and seeing all the patterns and going to the car shows with him, that made me dwell and find that spark to fucking love it again, dude. Like seeing all that, being at the car shows and meeting people and fucking seeing all these lowriders, I was like, damn, dude, I need to fucking draw, bro. I need to draw. I need to do this. I need to hone this down. And like, I think that's what's great about having friends, especially in the community in San Angelo, is that as much as people like to say that there's nothing to do here, there is, man.
There's tons,
fucking tons. It all depends on your friends, dude. Yep. Everything, like, because, like I said, this is all just bullshit banter that we had the other day. I remember the fucking week that he was like, dude, I think I'm gonna get a chopper, bro. Like, I think this is like, I found one, and he fucking brought it into the garage that he had at the time. Dude, it was wild. Full blown 80s fucking. What was the first one that you had gotten?
It was an 80s Sportster.
And then after that was when you got the
real chopper.
That thing was fucking, dude, talk about that shit. That shit was fucking awesome. That was like the first time I've seen a bike that I was like, dude, it was chromed out, had like an extended rake on it, and then dude, it was beautiful. I was like, yo, fuck, this is dope. And then it all just started from just that. You know what I mean? Just paint culture and him getting into that, or just hanging out with somebody who's like into different shit than me.
Man, you're right, dude. Because having friends does push you to a point where
and
it's
family.
Like, yeah, man,
big time.
That support system, you know what I mean? And it sucks because you said I didn't have a normal life, normal subjective.
Yeah.
You know, so it doesn't. When I tell people, it's like, oh, bro, you know, I don't know if you had this where it's like, oh, bro, where you live and man, you're fucking out podcasting and shit, and man, you don't know what fucking hard was, and I'm like, motherfucker, what? How do you think this just fell on me or what?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, explain to me.
I hate that shit when somebody's like, oh, well, you got it. Like, motherfucker, you have absolutely no idea the literal blood, sweat, and tears that it took. Like, you see where I'm at now, but you have no fucking idea what it took. Like,
they sit there and explain it to me. I was like, you ever had your coming to Jesus moment? And they're like, what the fuck is that? I was like, where you like, you're out. The only thing you can point to is this. Well, at the time for me, I thought this imaginary character, dude, I'm out and about. I'm going to reach out to this imaginary character that I don't know if he even fucking exists. Mm-hmm. Please help me. You ever had that moment where the shit just hit the fucking floor and you're grasping for something. You're grasping for something to believe in. For someone's like, dude, I can't, how do I fuck this up this bad? They're like, no, man, I never had that. And then you don't know what the fuck I'm.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, yeah, if you haven't hit, we just had that conversation.
Just talked about that too.
Yeah, dude, I feel like you can't be a man and if you don't know struggle, if you don't know fucking suffering, dude, because that's what makes you empathetic. Yeah. I think when you've gone through that and you know and you meet someone and you can relate and be like, yo, fuck, dude, like I feel you, bro. Yeah. I feel you. And it's blatantly obvious the people who haven't reached that point.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
I tell them, I was like,
it's in their character.
Yes, very much.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it molds you 100%. Like I was at my uncle's house maybe a week ago. We're doing shit for work, like scheduling, and he's trying to show me a bunch of different ways, like with the compression industry, like setting up trucking, setting up mobile equipment that we're going to use, scheduling logistics and things like that. And he had gone outside on the phone, and I was looking at him and I was like, damn, this dude's getting his pool worked on. He has this badass house. It's like, I want to be like that. I want to do this. And I think like if you have like people that inspire you to be like, to push yourself, like you said, like anything's possible with hard work.
Yeah.
Like I seen all three of my uncles get it from nothing, and now they're the most successful dudes I know.
Yeah.
Hard
It's
work
crazy.
beats talent
100%.
Hard work
Yeah,
beats talent
100%.
all the time.
I've had those where it's just like, man, that's not fair. I was like, you're right. It's not. Stop your bitching.
Yeah.
Let's get to work. Let's find you something. Let's go.
And it's like you said, like how, or like you said, there's like your ancestry and you have warriors' blood in you, and like if they could look back into it, if they could look into the future, like your family would see you chilling in this thing, doing this thing for fun, talking to people.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
They're just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because you know, and it is right, because we've had these fucking moments where it's just like we do talk about shit we wouldn't talk about to normal people, which is kind of weird,
Yeah.
right? It's like I'm not gonna sit there and spread my feelings towards whatever the fuck, you know, because because something deep down still says you're being a bitch. Fucking hold that in and go, you know. But then we sit here and be like, I'll talk to just random fucking people and spill the beans on something, and I'm like, damn, I've never told anybody that before, you know.
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
weird.
like I see you in a spot where it's like, I hope this helps, and to tell you the truth, I've gotten to the point where I forget that people are listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like sometimes you just hope that you say something inspiring enough to somebody be like, damn, all right, I got to get off my ass, man. All right, I got to go and do something. All right, shit's not fair, but me dwelling on it's not going to make anything better.
Just work for it.
That's
Yeah.
it. Just work for it, man. Just go out and fucking do something, regardless of what it is. If
Everything's
it's fucking
possible.
everything, bro.
Dude,
Everything.
anything. I
Everything's
think
possible.
if there's one thing that we've seen, and especially the amount of friends or just people that I met in my life, like, dude, I have military coming in and out of the shop almost every weekend. And the first thing that I do is ask them, like, tell me about your background, man. Tell me where you came
Oh, no
from.
shit.
Like, and it's wild. Like, dude, I've heard kids with fucking horror stories, you know what I mean, for backgrounds. But then you meet them and you wouldn't think anything of it. You'd be like, damn, this is like the most resilient fucking dude I've ever met. But then you also get the flip side of that coin, and you see the arrogance in some people. But at the end of the day, I think that the one thing that the problem in this day and age is like people are losing that human connection.
Yes.
I think that now more than ever, you know, there's a really great speech. One of my favorite fucking cinema scenes ever is the great dictator, Charlie Chaplin, very end of the movie. He comes out with this like crazy speech of just telling us how the very nature of the internet, or not the internet specifically, but the radio, you know what I mean? He's like, you know, the very nature of these inventions are they're here because people are supposed to be brought together. But all it does is force us further apart because, you know, you're hearing all this crazy shit. And I think at the end of the day, people need to understand that we do crave human connection. Everybody wants to talk to somebody. Everybody wants to I love meeting strangers, man. I love it. I think there's nothing cooler.
That's fucking great, man.
Yeah, dude. I think there's nothing cooler than just meeting, because no one's the same.
Is
Nobody.
For me, it's very easy. I don't know why. It's just in me. I can just walk up to a stranger and strike up a conversation.
Dude,
I
yeah.
do it all the fucking time.
I feel like that's dying out, and my point of view from it stems from internet shit, man. I think you see these kids now, and everyone has like, oh, I got social anxiety, man. I can't talk in
everybody.
What the
public.
fuck is that?
But that comes from these kids never having, like, all of us at this table, everybody here in this room.
Too digital.
We grew up, you had to fucking speak.
Yep.
Hey, what did our family speak with the fucking voice, man. Speak up where I can hear you.
Yep.
Talk, you know, shake hands, look somebody in the eye respectfully. Fucking like, I feel like those are just being thrown out the window now because we're harboring, I don't want to say safe spaces, but it's like, I feel like when you coddle someone too much, you create that fear.
Absolutely.
You're creating that fear that it's like, oh, you shouldn't talk to anybody. No, dude, I love talking to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, when we were talking off the podcast earlier, I pulled up to that bike meet. I didn't know anybody there. It was just like I just happened to pull up, and it was like fucking 50 bikes there.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody, so I just kind of parked my bike. The guy that was right there next to me, I just got off my bike, took off my helmet, walked over to him, and introduced myself. And then I started asking him about his bike because I knew that's a conversation starter. And boom, all of a sudden, he was like talking to me. We're having like about 30-minute conversation, and then I'm just walking around and we're talking to other people. But that's what you got to do. You just got to get out of your shell, because a lot of people, especially nowadays, you're stuck on your fucking phone. You don't understand how to socialize.
That's the first thing people reach for when they feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
Their phone, yes.
Checking the fucking weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, bullshit. Well, no, that would actually lead into another conversation me and him had when we first started hanging out. You know, I didn't want to do the typical like, so tell me about fucking cars, man. You know what I mean? Because my thing is, it's just like being asked about tattoos. It's like the first thing people ask you. So I think the more I started talking to him, that's how I found out he liked bionicles and like he's really into fucking airplanes. Like, and that's one thing that I never really heard from anybody. I've always heard cars, motorcycles, all this shit. But this dude was like naming planes out of the sky, like Cessna models and all that. Oh, yeah. I was like, yo, fuck, dude, you know like this much about planes?
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy you say that. I had a fucking video pop up on through Instagram. And this dude, like, I don't give a fuck about trains. I don't give two shits about trains. But this dude, I thought he was
Or he's geeked over the trains?
Yes, he's about to blow a load fucking watching this.
That's it with fucking planes, dude. It's cool, though. It's cool to see because I feel like not enough. You don't get to see people have excitement enough in talking about like fucking super cool things.
Which is crazy because I was watching this video and I was excited for him. I'm like, dude, look at this dude. I was like,
tripping, right?
He's straight happy. I'm like,
in the thing.
that motherfucker is happy. Like I don't think I've ever been that fucking that level of happiness.
Jealous of it, dude. Yeah, no, I'm completely jealous of that shit because it's like, I don't know. I'm bitter in my ways, man. I think and it's just life. You know what I mean? Life just getting to me, and I'm just like, man, this feels fucking out of there. You know what I mean? But
do you ever look back and you're like, man, there were certain friends in your life that were probably part of your problem? Like, obviously, you're in charge of everything, but the influence.
I think I've been on both sides, man. I won't sit here and deny that I probably haven't been that guy. Like, I'm sure I've took my luggage home with me. You know what I mean? I've fucking been a terrible friend at some points in my life, but I've also been that guy.
Yeah.
You know, and it does suck. But like we said earlier, I think that's what creates connection.
Yeah.
Because it's like when like, oh, fuck, dude, when I see someone hype over something they talk about, spill it all out, dude. I want to see that shit. Like,
you gotta be
cool.
I feel like you gotta be selective because I've had some very negative friends in my life, and I tried. Now, when I was younger, I didn't know any better. You know, they were just friends, like they're my homies. You know what I mean? But now I look back and like, yeah, that person was actually bad for me. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that I've cut them out of my life, and I found other people that are. I mean, the way it goes is those are your influences.
That's life, man.
You know, that's life. Yeah. But those people that you keep yourself close to, those become influences because I think, what do they say? Like your three closest friends actually are a projection of your personality.
Yeah.
And like, I know specifically, I can think of a friend that I've had in the past, and it was like, man, the dude was always like downing, like all the time downing, like just going around him. I love the fucking dude, but it was like, God damn, dude, like, is the world gonna end today?
Dude, straight up.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
That shit right there, dude.
Yes. And then I remember I had just got out of prison. I remember sitting in prison. I had this whole fucking plan because I had a friend in prison that I met, and the guy was super positive, and he had me hyped up to do oil field shit. And I come out and I'm talking to my buddy, and we're drinking a beer, and he was like, so what's the plan now? And I tell him, and he was like, fuck no, dude. What the fuck? Nah, this and that, whatever. And then I do it. And then I talk to him again, and then it's like, oh yeah, but you know, you've got this on your record. There's no, you know, you're not gonna. This is probably as far as you're gonna get. And then I move further along, and it's like, you know what, this guy is not for me. Yeah. And then I end up running into him years later. I cut him, like I didn't cut him off. I just, you know, slowly moved on. Life moves on. We kind of like go our own ways. And then I finally do get to where my plan was. And I see him again, and I talk to him, and we're talking like, you know, hey, so how's everything going? And I tell him, and he was like, damn, no shit. So the initial conversation was, I wanted to be the old guy that was on these locations that was telling everybody else like, hey, this needs to get done next. You know, I wanted to be that guy, and I am kind of that guy now. And when I tell him that, he was like, fuck, you're the old guy now. And I'm like, well, I'm not old, bitch, but I am that guy.
And
now.
it's still those same dudes.
Dude, man.
It's still the same dudes. Hook it up, bro.
That too.
Like,
and that too.
Fuck outta
man,
here.
I'm like, dude, you've got to do and people that tell me that, I'm like, man, you've got to do the work, man. Yeah. I said,
you have to.
I can't just hook you up and you don't know what the fuck is going on because you could hurt somebody.
Kill somebody.
You could kill somebody.
Dude, and then that when that falls back on you because you threw that recommendation out there,
Yes.
you can't. I think that if there's one thing I've learned in life is you can't put on for everybody, dude.
No, fuck no.
I've had friends fuck my name up by shouting them like, yeah, go to my homie, bro, and fucking shitted on me, bro. I'm like, damn, I look bad as fuck now, dude.
I think the moral to my story is like, be careful like friends are important, but be careful on who you actually have as your friend.
Yeah.
And the negative ones, try to stay away from them.
Bro, I fucking cut people off so fast. Though.
Yeah. No,
like
dude,
as soon as the negative shit comes out, I'm just like, good talking to you, bro. I'll go on my
you
business.
You have to, man. I think it's like, because people, I love this phrase. It's like, people want to see you do good, but no one wants to see you doing better than them.
No.
And it's like, and it's not even from a place of like trying to show off. It's, I think when you have a fucking rough background, no, when you know what you want, and I wouldn't even say a rough background, when you know what you want and you want to work hard for it, people are going to try to put you down for that shit.
All day.
And it's like, why, man? Because you don't have that drive to do what you want to do. Like, and that's what sucks, because man, I feel like as people, we should all be inspiring everybody to do everything.
Yep.
Especially in a community like San Angelo. That's why it is cool to have these friends that fucking go and support local shit, dude. Like Richie came to me when I was an apprentice, and that was solely like part of the reason he hit me up. He was like, hey man, I see you're doing tats now. I want to show some support. And he was just telling me, I didn't even remember this. I did his like first knee tattoo for what, like 30 fucking bucks, dude.
God, what was the shop minimum? You said fuck the shop minimum.
I said fuck it, dude. Yeah. Well, no, because it was just like, it was a human connection. Like he hit me up, he had an idea, and it resonated with my childhood, because we did the same tattoo Tyler the Creator has, which was like a big staple for my youth. And like to connect on that, I was like, yo, what? You want that? Fuck, I'll fucking do that tat right now, dude. Yeah, I was like, that's dope. But I think we've all had that similar experience. He's had those friends. I've had those friends that like kind of knocked our shit. But at the same time, it's like, I think if you look at it as a negative thing, yeah, it'll affect you. But I feel like if you look at it as like a learning lesson and be like, okay, well now I know these signs of what to look out for in a fucking, I wouldn't say jealous.
You can
person,
actually kind of take some of that shit too and
Yeah.
kind of turn it like, okay, this motherfucker said that I can't do it.
Oh, I love it.
I'm gonna
I love
show
it,
this
dude.
motherfucker.
Man, if there's anything
I'm
that inspires
going to
me,
fucking do it.
It's fucking that.
Yeah.
Like I hate to say it, but there's nothing that makes me feel better than proving somebody that doubted me.
Absolutely.
I love a good fuck you, watch me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than that
the
feeling.
best.
And not to be on that arrogant dickhead level, but I feel like, all right, cool, dude. If you're showing animosity towards me, I'll play that game. Yeah. I don't got to go out of my way to fuck with you. I'm just doing me. And there's
but that's what
nothing
all
you can beat
resides,
that.
though, man. It's just like you're never going to get hate by somebody who's doing more than you.
Never.
You're always getting hate by the people who do less than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the best part is they always watch.
Yeah, always, man.
It's, like, it's crazy because it's like I don't spend my time looking at other people's plates, man.
Yeah.
I eat what's in front of me and I carry on. But you got other people that are just like, why's that motherfucker got steak? Yeah. I worked for this steak, dude.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Not to throw that shit out there, but fuck, man, I've been starving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I knew from a fucking hungry stomach I want that steak.
Yeah.
So
I remember what ramen noodles taste like.
Yeah, dude. Like I remember
beef.
straight up, man, and not to. It's wild
Mixed with
because-
fucking potato chips.
Yeah,
and
no,
shit.
you can cook ramen noodles a million fucking ways.
Fuck
man, you know,
yeah.
but I think that's what's inspiring, and especially having friends like that encourage you to be yourself.
Yeah.
That's just shit's important, dude.
Absolutely.
Because we don't get. I feel like a lot of people disconnect from their families now. I think that like the internet kind of everybody's in their room doing their own thing. But like, dude, my biggest thing was like my dad, especially. My dad's probably the biggest influence on me as far as support goes. Because there was not one thing that I ever told him I wanted to do that was like, he was like, nah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
It was always like, you should do that. Like, you should fucking try that. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But fucking.
It's crucial.
Yeah, dude, I think that, and that's like, it's another thing too, is surrounding myself with friends who are good, above all, good friends, good fathers more than anything.
Yeah.
I would respect a friend who cut me off to be a better father than to be a better friend. You know what I mean? So
I don't plan any of those. I'm like, dude, how you been? I got a family.
yeah,
I'm
no,
like, fuck, that's badass, bro. That's something we can actually fucking.
I think it's weird when
talk
people
about.
people get upset about that shit. Like, I think that's my problem now with this newfound parenthood is like, or not. I don't know how to describe it. Just I'm a new parent, man. This is my first time ever doing this shit, and I have had that where people were like, "Yo, what the fuck, dude? You're not, you ain't reaching out." And I'm like, dude, I'm
busy,
not ignoring you, homie. Yeah. I'm just hanging, man. Like, just doing me, dude. I think everybody comes to that point in life where you just want to chill, which is cool, man. Chilling is great. Chilling super
No,
tight.
fucking hell. I mean, I've been chilling for the past 20 fucking years.
That's great. No, that's what I aspire. I want to chill for 20 years, dude. Fuck, no one wants to fucking kill themselves all their life. Like,
I just try to teach like the little stuff like that to my kids. You know, we were talking about like kids don't talk. All my kids order for themselves. When we go to a restaurant,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, what do you want? Well, I don't. You got to figure out what you want. I need you to tell the waitress what you need, and I need you to make sure before she comes that you're get everything
ready to
together.
go.
Get yourself ready to go. Don't have her wait on you. That's just it's rude. You
How old
know?
are your kids?
Ooh, fuck. My youngest one is 12, 16, 19, and 21.
That's how
That's
we
a
are with
beautiful
my kids.
family.
Yeah.
Just order for yourself. Talk to the waitress.
Yeah.
Just handle
Yeah.
things.
To put the fucking, I hate phones at the dinner table.
That dude. So
That's my biggest
When I was
shit.
in high school, my wife was my girlfriend at the time, and we were on one of our first dates, and we were at Olive Garden. I remember specifically, we were at Olive Garden, and we were at one of those booths to the left, like facing Golden Corral, and we were, there was really nothing to talk about, so we were just looking around, people watching, and I was like, I fucking hate that. And it was this family where like the dad was on the phone, the mom was on the phone, the kid had an iPad, another older kid had a phone, and I was like, fuck it. Like if this shit works out and we have kids, I'm not having none of that shit.
Yeah.
No fucking phone, no game, no nothing. And
Fucking talk about something.
That's
Tell
how
me
we
what
did
happened
it.
at school,
and
you
your
know?
kids turn out really fucking smart. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my daughter's one of the smartest people I know. Like,
Yeah.
When you sit there and
he's
ask them, it's
better.
like, how was school? What'd y'all do at school?
No, dude, like
Nothing. No.
nuts.
Break it
it's
down.
awesome.
No,
Yeah.
there's only one TV in my house, and it's in my living room. There's no TV in the kids' rooms. There's no tablets. They have switches.
That's
because
smart.
They play with my brothers. My brothers are real young. One of my brothers is 20. The other one's 17. So if they want to play like Fortnite or something, I'll let them play. But fuck, my wife will ground the fuck out of them. Bad. Like if they like God, my daughter won't flush the toilet. She's like, your Switch is gone for a month, and she's like, damn.
God damn. That's
So it's nuts, bro.
Yeah.
but
Never
it's still
unflush a
good.
toilet again, dude. Still does that shit.
Reads a lot.
You know what? That's important.
Reads a ton.
Yeah,
She
that's
reads
very
She has a
important.
journal. She's nuts. She's
Your wife?
No, my daughter.
Your daughter,
My daughter.
okay.
She's my twin. She's insane.
Yeah.
Dude, well, what's cool?
She's a hate list.
A little random fact about Richie.
It's like if you piss her off, she's like, "You're going to my fucking hate."
Oh, shit.
Writes it down her thing.
Dude, no,
I
what's
haven't been
cool?
on it yet.
Ever since he started doing his car shows or entering his car in the awards and stuff, every time he gets an award, he's taking his daughter on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Which is like that's to me
That's
is fucking
cool.
awesome because
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, she's gonna look back and see all these pictures and like have all these memories of just hitting these car shows with dad and shit. I want to say she was there every time he painted it.
Yeah, she's been there for most of the times I painted it. I have tons of videos where my oldest is like my best friend, my sidekick. Her name's Amelia. I named her after my grandfather. Her name was Emilio, but in Spanish, you just switch the fucking O with it.
Yeah.
But I take her to the shop with me all the time. We go on little errand runs. Like when I was painting my car, this most recent time, she asked if she can go, and I was like, I don't know if you really want to go. Like it's hot. There's nothing to do. She's like, I want to go. So I ordered Cane's, got it DoorDashed, and we like ate on this like cardboard box in the shop, and we're eating food. And she's super intelligent. But I think a lot of it attributes to just no phones, no tablets. I think her attention span's nuts. She can focus on shit instead of just like, I think like they say like phones do something with like your dopamine and like your
It's that blue light, man. That comes off
Yeah.
of them.
and like your attention span because you're like it's like instant gratification with things that you're seeing and like videos are super short.
I've read that. So if your kids are on an iPad, and
Yeah.
I think it transfers over to the iPhone too. You could go into your settings and you can change the filter to a red filter,
Yeah.
and they don't want to fuck with it as much. Some, because
It's something with the light.
Something
So I
with
do
the
with my
light.
phone. My phone's got a little red hue in it.
Got a red hue in it, yeah,
Nice.
and it actually you're not really, your mind isn't as stimulated anymore.
Yeah.
So you're just like, okay, well, cool, whatever,
Yeah.
That's like what you said. Kids need to be bored, man.
Absolutely, man. They
have
need to be bored.
They
Oh,
have
yeah.
to
Like
be
that, and I
bored.
push my kids to do the most uncomfortable shit.
That's
Yeah.
good though.
I do, man.
There's
I
times
know.
where we're just in the living room and I hear our daughters playing and like it's like, oh fuck. Like I remember when I was doing that when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like just playing with fucking toys, reading books. They're jumping off shit.
Yeah.
Asking to like my daughter draws all the time.
Yeah, that's my daughter.
If she wants to do it.
24/7.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not on an iPad, it's on like sketching. If it's not that, it's painting.
She'll bring her
Constantly.
here sometimes, and she'll just sit right there.
That's all she
Yeah,
does.
Draw.
I love that
24/7.
shit. I
We're having a goddamn
Yeah.
podcast. She's drawing.
But sometimes you teach them a little too good.
Yeah.
Like I got a son, right? My 16-year-old.
Uh-huh.
I showed him how to negotiate at fucking pawn shops. And he's so fucking annoying to be with, man. Because he'll negotiate. Well, check this out, bro. He's 16 years old. Like he's been doing this. I bought him a truck because I'm like, when you go to drive, I bought him a little single cab Dodge. Right?
Sweet.
Okay.
What year?
2001.
Those are sick with like the really long headlights.
The Dodge?
Yeah.
No. That's
That's when they went big.
yeah. That's when they went
Okay,
big. So
okay,
I
okay,
bought him
okay.
one of those, and he's been on this of course, he got a job at 15, I think, right? So he's this whole buy and sell and negotiating. Facebook Marketplace is his bitch.
Sweet.
It's his fucking playground, right? So he went from fucking having, I want to say at the time it was like 5 mini bikes, 2 dirt bikes, and now he's 16 years old. He's still got a dirt bike, a mini bike, but now he's got 3 cars.
No way.
Yeah, bro. And this was just crazy because I'm like,
wheeling dealing.
That Mini Cooper, he bought it with just fucking trading a dirt bike and a fucking mini bike.
Really?
Oh yeah. We drove to Seminole.
Yeah.
A semen hole.
The armpit of Texas.
Oh, fucking sucks up there, bro. But I mean, we just tore the fucking. I don't know if you ever had a fuck with the Mini Cooper, but the whole front end has to come out. Motor, everything comes out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just to change the clutch.
Yeah,
So,
that's fucking crazy.
It was crazy.
He did it in 2 days.
Oh, he's driven.
Oh
Nice.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's sick.
So he threw that bitch. Now he's fucking 3D printing his gauge cluster because none of the gauges work. And he's like, I'm not a wiring guy. I'm not an electrician. I'm not gonna fuck with that shit. So he's been 3D because we bought them all 3D printers.
Yeah.
You know. So he's making his gauge cluster. He ordered all this bullshit, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Did he print that secret adapter? Did he print it?
No, I printed it. Matter of fact,
you printed it.
yeah. Hold on a second. That's kind of.
It's show and
You gotta have him
tell.
pull up live on air and smoke that thing in front of the fucking camera.
So it's for my uncle.
Then I was like, I got you.
No way.
Did it print it in 29 minutes? I was surprised.
Yeah. Well, it's
Dude, those things are crazy.
So-
Fuck, 3D printers are wild.
it's for my uncle Emilio. He smokes like a fucking train.
He's gonna use it. I asked him. I was like, "Yo, is he really gonna use that shit?" He's like, "Yeah, he's
hey,
gonna."
bro, are
use
you
it."
worried about microplastics? He's like, what the fuck is that? Have you met him? Have you met him? No.
Who was it?
Emilio?
Emilio what?
Yo.
Big,
I don't think I've met him.
super soft spoken. He's the funniest fucking guy I know. He cracks me. I work with him at Kodiak. He's my boss, actually.
I think I've met Mike.
Mike,
Yeah.
that
I've met him.
dude's.
He's kind of built
They're
up
all
too.
big.
Yeah, they're big guys.
All 3 of them are fucking
I thought about
huge.
printing a lot of them, man. See if they would.
But
fucking
I'm
sell.
gonna give this to him tomorrow. Because so we were driving. Fuck, our drive's like 2 hours one way sometimes. So we're in the car together for 4 hours, and I was on TikTok and I saw this fucking video where this guy has an adapter. So I guess did you look at that site? There's like one with 50. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Maker's World.
this guy had one with 20, and I think there's 20 cigarettes in a thing.
in
I
a
don't
pack.
smoke. So this guy had 20, and he goes, and he's going.
Damn.
So I was like, no, don't give me that many. Give me one with like 2 or 3. So that's when I asked. I was like, dude. So
That's a
when he
fucking
printed it,
man.
I showed him the next day. They made it. They made it. So I'm gonna show him tomorrow, and I know he'll do it. I'll get a video.
Dude, no, I think those 3D printers are like the coolest fucking technology.
Dude,
that shit's
They have
so
pens.
cool,
They have
dude.
3D printer pens too, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, you can do fucking anything. Bro.
Everything, right?
It's
Anything.
Dude, I've seen
imagination.
people print body kits with that shit, bro. They have the scanner now where you can
Yeah.
just scan anything and you just fuck with it online. But yeah, people are like, I think that's what's been cool about the whole custom car shit is the more we advance, the more people are doing all this wild shit.
Oh, yeah.
And dude, when I think custom cars, I mean, he'll tell you better than I could, but dude, I'm an interior guy. Like, you can have a fucking sick ass ride, sick body style, whatever the fuck, but I think if you have a banging interior, like, I'm so jealous of fucking people who have like stitched leather seats and they have like all this, even lowriders, you know what I mean? Lowrider culture where they'll just take apart everything and engrave it and shit.
He wants a VIP interior. That's what it's called. It's literally called VIP. It's like a Japanese. So there's like the genre of car that he wants is like the stance build, and it's just like the cambered out wheels, and they have like luxury interiors. But there's like the VIP ones, and they have like chandeliers.
Oh,
I've
shit.
seen
Okay.
this.
So
Okay.
I'm not a speed guy. I don't like racing and shit. I just get fucking scared.
He does. We did a pool.
Yo, well, I also I have PTSD. I've been in like 4 fucking wrecks, dude. Like,
We allegedly went.
So if you were buying a Mercedes and you were
Fuck.
looking at an AMG or a Maybach, you're gonna go Maybach.
I'm gonna go Maybach, bro.
Absolutely.
Because my thing is like, look, speed's cool and all, but bro, when you start adding up the tickets and the fucking money you're spending for turbos and all that shit, like fuck,
Go
that, bro.
Maybach, baby.
For like a 10-second drag,
champagne
yeah.
glasses
Exactly, bro.
included
I
in the
love-
car.
I love like my biggest car influence to me, dude. I'm a Texas baby, bro. I love slabs. I love fucking old school Cadillacs on fucking wire wheels.
I was on a trip for a while for a Cadillac Fleetwood.
Dude,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have a good story about
Yeah.
one, which it still pisses me off to this day. But that's what I looked at. I was like, dude, if you can't fucking enjoy racing without getting fucked over and like getting charged and all this shit arrested, what's the next best thing? Fucking riding in style.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, obeying the speed limit and just looking fucking player while you do it. Like
Like Devin the Dude.
Yeah, no. Well, let me tell you that. That's the greatest. Like, that's what the one thing I love about Texas culture is like you get that.
Yeah.
You get that pimp fucking. Like, damn, we're riding in a player ride slow so everybody can see me. Candy paint dripping in the sunlight and fucking. That's what's been tight, dude. Yeah. It's cool because it's like meeting him has brought me into a world that I've never experienced. This is like normal to him, but like, man, when we went to
Lowriders in the Park,
Lowriders in the Park, Devoted Ones car show. Fuck, dude, I've never seen. His buddy Nate has a Chrysler 300. Nate, right?
Yeah, Nate,
dude, fucking crazy ass lowrider pattern on the top of his roof.
Sick. It's a
super insane. Lowered Chrysler 300. I've never seen anything like it.
They're having it again right here pretty soon.
It's an annual thing. I want to say.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
Best show in San Angelo.
Yeah, no, hands down, it was wild, dude. They took over the whole park. I think even the hop competition, going all the way to the back, seeing some crazy shit.
They just put out the
October
flyer.
TIFF.
Or did they?
September, October. It starts around then, yeah.
Okay, I knew it was sometime in the fall.
Because Shakedown is going to be September. It's
usually right after.
The last
Yeah.
weekend of September, and Lowriders in the Park comes out the next. Shakedown's like really cool because you see like a variety of stuff. But Lowriders in the Park is just lowriders, slam trucks. It's dope. They had Kid Frost.
Shout out the fucking crew, dog.
Dude, Kid Frost.
Yeah, shout out the crew. Tell them about Section 8.
Oh, okay.
Section 8.
I'm in a car club in
A.
Houston. I found them on Instagram one day. It was like 2019, and I went to Texas 2K. It's a big like racing event in Houston.
Yeah.
And we were at this like takeover meet. It was before takeovers were like ridiculous. Like it was an actual like take over the parking lot, not like shooting guns in the air and doing donuts in like the middle of the intersection and shit. But I saw them, added them on Instagram, and I've been in that club since 2018. I got it tatted on me. Like,
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Disturbing the peace.
coolest fucking guys I ever met in Houston. Like, I had never been to Houston before until then, and the only reason I go to Houston is to visit them. I've met like badass friends in that
Houston car culture is
insane,
dude. It's insane. That's a whole world right
and they
there.
do it so different. Like the stance cars that you see everywhere else compared to Houston is nuts.
Yeah.
Like I remember when fucking Fast and Furious came out.
Oh,
And they were like, oh, it ain't like that. I'm like, oh no, it's fucking like that.
They used to have those hot import night shows
Dude.
in Houston.
Yes.
It's
Bro.
nuts.
Dude, we're trying to bring back neon lights, bro. We need the fucking underglow. Like, we want all that shit.
And it's not just like the stance cars too. Like my homie Abe in Section A has like a Monte Carlo. He had a '57 Chevy. He has this crazy Camaro that he LS swapped that he has in Houston. But we're trying to bring back like the 2000s. We're both like enamored with like the 2000s car culture. Like Fast and Furious 2, Too Fast, Too Furious. Not the first one, but Too Fast, Too Furious is pimp.
You know what's crazy is for some fucking reason I've had this wild idea in my head. I want like a late 90s Eclipse.
Eclipse. I knew you were gonna say Eclipse.
GSX.
Those
I want
bad,
a fucking GSX, and I will do it right and make it look
2000
Period correct.
correct. But I want it the Paul Walker design.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I saw somebody that
That's the green one, right?
That's the green one. That's
Yeah,
the green. That's the
yeah.
green and blue one. I saw somebody. We were in Austin at the Domain, and somebody had a brand fucking new Supra, brand fucking new. But they decided we're gonna pay homage, and we're gonna make.
yeah.
They're gonna make it look like the Fast and the Furious Supra. So it's a brand new Supra, but they did the paint scheme and even all the decals and
With the
everything.
wing and everything?
With the wing and everything.
That's fucking
just like the old school, not old school, but like the Supra from Fast and the Furious,
Mm-hmm.
the first one. That motherfucker looked badass.
Dude, Supras in general, I think that's the one car that I don't even care if it's just bone stock. Every time you see a Supra, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, the
For
Supra's
me, it's the
fucked, bro.
RX-7.
The RX-7
Yeah.
is the shit.
Shit, man.
The motor alone, the fucking rotary motor, that is
Yeah.
fucking wild.
Well, I had a roommate when I was in Houston. I was going to UTI.
For
and
real?
he had,
Did
he
you
had,
like it?
no.
Was it nuts?
Everything like the commercials and
I got
shit.
accepted to
His
UTI in
experience
high
was
Yeah.
nuts.
My
but
experience is nuts.
It's like in the hood, kind of, right?
Fuck
yeah.
bro. Dude, they have orientation at school to tell you do not go past these streets.
No way.
Oh yeah, my dumbass ended up at Greenspoint Mall, and I'm like, this fucking place sucks.
My mom talked me
Yeah,
out
no,
of
you
going
can
to
get the fuck
UTI.
out of there. Huh?
My mom talked me out of going to UTI.
Good for her.
Tell him what the nickname for Greenspoint
Oh,
Mall is.
Guns Point Mall.
No way.
Dude, I lived in a decent neighborhood. I was with roommates, you know,
Yeah.
and you would hear gunshots every night. I had some dude trying to climb into my fucking window. trying to steal my shit.
For real?
Yeah,
While you're
bro.
in there?
Yeah, when I was asleep, dog. It's like, I was like, what the
you know
fuck?
what's wild? I think in San Angelo, people underestimate how good we have it here. Because when
Oh,
I moved,
yeah.
bro, when I moved to Austin, my first week there, I never saw my apartment. I signed the lease online. I was locked in, bro. I was like, fuck, I got this apartment. Like, we moved out there first day. Crackhead got shot at the 7-Eleven from my window.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I could fucking see it, dude. Like, I was just like, yo.
Yeah, it
like,
was bad.
It sucked.
The only time I ever thought I was ever gonna genuinely kill somebody was this time. Was in Austin, because me and my homie Abe went to Slammed Enough. It's a big old Stance car show, and it was at the Palmer Event Center. So he was like, "Yo, I got this hotel. It's down the street." I don't know shit about Austin, bro. Like, I didn't know like that was like where like
North side?
like, crazy ass people are. So I went to the hotel, bed bugs. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I had my wife that was pregnant with my middle child and my mom. My mom wanted to tag along. So I had my car, I towed it, and I was like, fuck it, we'll sleep in the truck. We'll thug it out. So I went to the gas station, and I'm pumping gas, and my mom was like, hey, she had a little like 380. It's a Bursa Thunder 380. She was like, hey, take this with you because you got to pump. You got to have a gun when you're pumping gas here. And I was like, chill out. It's not that serious. So I'm pumping gas. And I was like, fuck, are y'all thirsty? And she was like, yeah, I'll take a Gatorade. I'll take a Dr. Pepper. And I was like, I'll get some snacks. So I walk in there, and I'm looking at the drinks. And they had, like, all these crazy drinks that we don't have in San Angelo, like Faygo and shit like that. And this dude comes up behind me, and I'm, like, looking at him because, like, I was like, I'm already kind of tripping because my mom was stressing me out. And I see the dude behind me, and I hear, like, rattling, bro, like, little, like, metal type shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is that sound? And I'm looking at him, and he has a fucking butterfly knife. And he's like switching it around, and like his finger had like band-aids and cuts all over him.
Oh shit!
So he was good at it.
Dude, he was tripping. And I'm looking at the drinks, and I'm looking at him in the mirror, and he's like, hey bro, how about you give me a Dr. Pepper? And I was like, excuse me? And he's like, give me a Dr. Pepper, bro, buy it for me. And I was like, no. I was like, I don't know you like that. And I was like, I'm good, bro. So I grab it, and I'm getting drinks, and I go to the front where the cash register is, and I go up there, and the dude's completely alert, and he starts scanning my things, and then just goes,
What the fuck?
The cashier did that?
yes, bro. And I'm like,
Sick ass Austin.
damn. All right. I didn't snap out of it, and I was like, hey, bro. And he goes, anything else for you? Like, it was like nothing.
Were y'all actually inside the store?
I was in there by myself. My wife,
okay.
He was
my mom,
running on Windows
were in the truck.
95.
Yeah.
Dude, so I hear the door open, and it's another guy with a switchblade or like a butterfly knife, and I hear that shit. It's
They
just
come
like,
out snapping and shit.
flicking
it around.
So like, dude, like they had these like stupid ass fucking names. He's like, hey yo, JP. And he's like, what's up, dog? And he's like, this motherfucker didn't want me
Hey,
to buy me a
Shark.
Dr. Pepper.
Sharky.
And I was like, oh, fuck. He was like, what? He was like, this asshole didn't want to buy me a Dr. Pepper. He's like, what are we going to do about that? And I'm like, hey, yo, I'm about to die in Austin. And I'm like, come on, man, come on.
You were
And I
like,
was
what,
scanning
like
it.
50 pounds lighter at this
Dude,
point,
yeah,
too?
this was like 6 years ago. So the guy's scanning it, and he goes,
God.
and falls asleep again. And I was like, dog, hurry up. I think these guys are going to stab me.
Yeah.
So I was like, sir. And he goes, anything else for you? And I'm like, no, bro. And he's like, debit or credit?
Motherfucker.
The fuck, man.
So I was like, debit. I scan it. I go back to the car, and the gas pump is still pumping. I give him the drinks, and I grab the gun. I put it in my pocket, and I'm like, I'm so scared right now. Because that's not me, bro. Like, I'm not, like, out here in the fucking streets, like, saying, like, hey, yo, I'm going to fucking blast you and stuff. I was like, no, bro, I really don't want this to happen.
Dude, I was
I
the
don't wanna be
opposite.
here.
I moved to Austin, and I was like, I love this shit, bro. It was like full-blown Gotham City to me. I was like, yo, I love crime, homie. Like, we
We're
had this
built
dude. I
different.
lived off
hated
of
that
a...
shit.
Yeah.
I hated
The
it.
part, if you're in Austin, the part to stay away from is it's south. It's God damn it. It starts with the M. God damn.
It's not Marback, is it?
No. It's like you know, if you're driving down South Lamar and you just keep going south though.
So,
Montrose, not Montrose. Metopolis. Montopolis. It's
so I
called
lived on the
Montopolis.
opposite.
You lived on the north side.
yeah, I lived on North Lamar and Rumburg, which
That's
was,
not fun either.
dude, not fun, bro. Well, it was fun for me at the time.
Yeah.
Single, fucking, no kids. Like, I was living. That's what sucks is whenever I had signed the lease online, didn't know anything about it, pulled up North Lamar, Rumburg, and I Googled, I'm like, yo, like, this is sick in the pictures at least. And then I start like, I get there and I'm like, yo, like this. The North Lamar and Rumburg is a straight, it's like a strip. It's like North Chadbourne. Imagine North Chadbourne, but five times worse.
Lamar goes
Five times
all
the way down, yeah.
And
all the way
Renberg
the
goes
fuck
all the
down.
way this way.
Yeah, so but it was so cool because there's culture in the hood. And like, as bad as it is, like, there's a lot of bad shit that goes on. But what was cool, it's like, dude, I was around a fucking taco truck spot. There was like 15 taco trucks. We had the Rumberg Running Man, which is this dude who like every day, this is all he did was just dance on the corner for like 12 hours straight. And that was his workout. Like, you'd go talk to him. Game. Dude, yeah, straight for the love. Just did nothing else but that. Dude, we lived around some fucking sketch. Like, dude, so it was my apartment and then a 7-Eleven right next door to the apartment. And there was like 15 crackheads that all lived in the gutters, the bushes. And I was just like, damn, dude, I'm here for a year. I'm like, yeah, I signed this fucking lease on me. Like, and then to make matters worse, it happened right when, so I had moved there March 25th of 2020, 2 days before COVID.
Oh, shit.
2 days before COVID shut everything down in the city.
So you couldn't do shit.
Bro, I couldn't do a fucking thing but watch these crackheads outside. Like, that was my entertainment. I was like, yo, like, I was just like, damn, dude, like, I'm here. There's nothing else I can do. But it was wild. Yeah, someone got shot that first day, and I was like, this is my life. And
you know, that's fucking nuts.
I know Oscar can trump this, but I remember being in Houston one time. Me and my buddy David, we were coming back from a UFC fight. We were down there. We partied our fucking asses off downtown. We were fucking having a great time. We were still drunk. We were like, we're going to go visit our friends in Austin. You know, it's like 9 o'clock at night. So we're headed out of Austin. I got to get gas. I stop at this fucking gas station. We're on a bad side of Katy. I don't know this.
yeah.
We pull up to the gas station. My friend David is like looking around and like, I'm just kind of like, I don't see nothing crazy. Everything. He was like, no, it's a sketch. This is a fucking sketch. This is a sketch.
It's crazy, right?
And I'm like, bro, it's going to be all right. You know, it's going to be all right. I get out of the fucking car, close my door. He locks the fucking doors. I'm like,
Damn, locks you out?
the fuck are you seeing that I'm not seeing? Like, I'm not seeing nothing. He was like, it's too fucking quiet. He's like yelling at me from inside the fucking car with the windows rolled up. And I was like, nah, it'd be all right. I walk up. The doors are fucking locked. I'm like, what the fuck? And I can see the teller. I call it a teller, but it's the cashier.
Yeah.
He's knocking on the window. And I walk over there, and he pushes a drawer out like a bank teller. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm looking at the glass. This shit is bulletproof glass. All the way right there where he's at. All the windows, they're all fucking thick-ass bulletproof glass. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, what do you want? And I was like, I need 50 on whatever pump I'm on. And then can you get me a couple of Red Bulls? And so he goes, all right. I put the money in the fucking drawer. He pulls it back. And then he goes walking to the store, gets what I need, comes back, puts it in the drawer, hands it back to me with my change. And I'm like, hey, what the fuck? And I start thinking about it. And I'm like, dude, what kind of shit has happened here for them to have to fucking do this? You know, I'm walking back to the fucking gas stations and I'm kind of looking off where the trash cans are at over there. There's like 20 fucking crackheads over there. And then there's I don't know why I didn't see this when I walked up. There's like prostitutes standing over here on the corner with a pimp. And
oh shit,
dude, there's like a whole scene going on. I didn't see any of that shit when I was walking up.
Homie saw all that shit.
Dude, he saw all that shit. I didn't see
shit.
None of that shit.
Funny.
And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I'm the only fucking car there putting gas. No, there's nobody else here.
No.
I'm the only fucking person there putting gas. So I put gas and I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here, this motherfucker.
It's crazy they know like all those like areas for like bigger cities like that.
Dude.
Oh,
To me, it's all Houston. Like
Houston is.
if you were to tell them like, oh,
It literally changes from street to street.
Yes, yeah. You got to know
nuts.
exactly where you're at. I know you know, but
Yeah.
you got to know where you're at because you're like, don't stop in this area.
Yeah.
You know,
I didn't know none of that shit.
Yeah,
Dude, that's what
Keep
I
going.
laughed
Keep
about because
going.
people always laugh. Like whenever I moved out there, I was like sharing my experiences online at the time, and a lot of the homies from the hood down here were like, "Fool, you live in Austin? Like that shit's sweet, bro." I'm like, "Bro, you don't like big city shit? It's crazy." Because just like you said, like you could live in a nice area, but a fucking block over, bro, they're just like full blown, just like Gotham City.
Yeah.
And dude, I've had like crackheads run up on me, like banging on. Dude, I drove. This was the worst part. At the time, I drove a Range Rover when I moved out there.
that's not good.
Bro, it was fucking bad, bro.
It's a magnet.
My car got towed twice out of my apartment building. It got broken into 3 times. Gucci flip-flops stolen out of my car. Dude, I've had crackheads run up on my window, banging on it, like, yo, give me them quarters, bro. I see those fucking quarters. I was like, yo, like, bro, I'm at a red light, dog. Like, what the fuck? Dude, yeah, it was not a fun, it was just not fun, dude.
The last time I was
Whole
in Austin,
experience.
my sister had to be flown to Austin because she was like in like super premature labor. So I was like, fuck. So we went over there to go visit her and we were on the way to the hospital and there was, I don't know what part, like, I don't know Austin like that. and I was at a red light, and I had my whole family in the car. And this dude, I see him screaming at the intersection. He's like, "Y'all want to see some raw shit, bro?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm good." So I was like, "Just look straight, just look straight." And me and my wife were just like this, looking straight. And the guy goes, "You want to see some raw shit? This some raw shit, motherfucker." And he pulls this like bandage down. He doesn't have an eye. Like it's just like nothing, like skull.
Yeah.
And there's blood and shit. And remember I told you, he pulls it down. He's like, "This is some raw shit." And my daughter's looking at me, I was like, "What's wrong with him?" And I was like, "I'm never coming back."
It was bad, dude.
Yeah, I never. Fuck, mine was different. I mean, Houston was fun as fuck to me. I mean, there were some bad parts, you know. But my shit, it was fucking street racing to fucking motorcycle racing. I'd end up in the fucking boonies and
they
Conroe.
Get down. They get down
yeah,
on Houston, bro.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
fucking tight.
Yeah, except fuck, if you went to UTI, you're either part of two classes. You're either going there to actually get a career, or you're a rich kid who has fucking cars that's just going to fucking bullshit. See, like my roommate, he had 3 RX-7s. You know, and bro, they were all 8-9 second cars.
Damn,
dude, it was.
You were telling me about this. You said you could, when he starts that motherfucker, you can smell the richness in the fucking fuel.
Would fucking the inside of the house would smell like gasoline.
Damn,
you know, and I'm like, dude, shut that shit off, or fucking go into the street. You know, it was bad. You know, but fucking racing in that car was the shit.
At the time, did they tell you that UTI was like in the hood? Like, did they
Fuck
warn you?
no.
No?
Fuck no, they ain't
So
say.
I like I said, like I always wanted to do like auto body and paint and shit. So I'd applied in high school and I got accepted to UTI. And they were like giving me this game plan, like they made you like interview them with your parents on the phone and shit. Like I don't know if they did that.
No, they didn't do that.
But they had this call with me, my mom, and my dad at this table, and he was like, "Just a warning, it's in this area of Houston that's not good. This and this." And he was like, to me, I was thinking, "This sounds sick, dude." He was like, "Sometimes the students go race, we don't advise it," and they were saying like all this crazy shit that goes down over there. And when I got off the call, my mom was like, "You're not going there."
Yeah,
you're not built for Houston.
I'm sure it was even worse back then because when he went was right around the time Fast and the Furious had just become super popular.
It's crazy though, you know, because I come from San Angelo, right?
Yeah.
And I go show up in this bitch, and there's fucking. I mean, the campus is huge. It's huge as fuck. You're looking at it, there's parking lot full of race cars.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck is going on? What am I getting myself into? You know, it was fun. I'll just say it was all fun.
Yeah.
It was badass.
My uncle went to UTI.
Did he? Well, I don't even know what year I went. Fuck, it was. I want to say it was like 03, 04, something like that.
This was the 2000s.
Okay.
And they had the commercials on the TV and shit, and they're fucking influencing.
Fucking, they're like, dude, they talk it up so great, bro. But
do.
yeah, I wouldn't say it was bad. It wasn't bad. Like I learned some shit, you know. But my wife got pregnant, so I ended up fucking done.
Hit the rig.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I gotta come back. You know, I got a kid to raise.
Some places like don't give a fuck about UTI at all. Like businesses,
They don't.
I remember being at
They push. Oh, we'll get you a job when you graduate.
Dude, I worked at Honda just changing oil, and this dude had came and got an interview because at Honda, the one on Sherwood, when I was there, I was changing oil, and the office manager Terry's office was right next to my bay, and this dude went in there, talked to him, and came out, and he was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And I was like, "What's up, bro? Like, you get the job? Like, I didn't know this guy." And he was like, "No, dude, I went to UTI, I have all these certs, and he just wants me to be a loop tech." Like,
Damn.
who gives a fuck about it? And then at Keating, when I was applying there, he was like, "Did you go to a trade school? Did you go to UTI?" And I was like, "No, I wanted to." He was like, "I wouldn't have hired you if you went to UTI."
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
I guess because like you're stuck in your ways of like how
Oh,
they teach you,
yeah.
and they want to be able to teach you their way of doing things.
Yeah, you're better off going to not knowing shit, and
Yeah.
they'll let
works
them
out.
train you there. Yeah.
It works out doing that.
That is true. It's easier to correct or to give you new, fresh habits
Yes.
than
They
try
fucking
to
old
correct
ones.
them.
Yeah.
I worked for a rig company, and so I was coming from Patterson, and I had like 2 years at Patterson, and I applied at H&P, and the guy that hired me was from San Angelo, which was the only reason he hired me because I was also from San Angelo.
Oh, cool.
And so he was like, "I'll be honest with you," he was like, "I'm just hiring you because you're hometown," and I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Whatever you remember or learned over there," he was like, "just fucking forget all that shit." He was like, "Normally we don't hire people with any experience. We like people who come on here that don't have anything because to us it looks like you're probably stuck in your ways. If you have, I think he said, if you have more than 3 years of experience on any other rig,
Kick rocks.
yep,
Yeah.
because we feel like you're stuck in your ways and you're not going to want to learn our way of doing things." And that's the way, that was their culture, you know. And the other thing with them is they were like, you can turn down, like if we offer you a position to move, like say you want to move up to Derrick Man, you're kind of scared to do it. Okay, we'll let you turn it down once. If you turn it down twice, you're gone. They want everybody to move up. They want they see everybody as you're going to be a potential tool pusher at some point in your career. So you need to continually move up and train people below you and keep them moving up. That's what I mean. That's a hell of a culture. But I mean, that's the way a lot of companies are. Maybe that's the way a lot of companies should be. Yeah, and maybe that's the way they should be. You know, because you mold them to do it the way that your culture wants you to do it, versus them learning it somewhere else and then trying to bring that bullshit over here. And
you want to train your replacement.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
there's something to that for sure.
Because then you'll have, when you move up, that's going to be the guys under you, and you know that guy's going to be taking care of business. And
I know what this guy is teaching that guy because I taught him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's kind of the issue with, like, I mean, it makes sense because, like, these rigs, you don't see no new cats, man. You know, no one. You don't see these young cats coming up, but they're not teaching nobody. They don't want to teach nobody. If I teach you how to do my job, you're just gonna take my job.
Yeah, it's different.
They'll pay you less than they're paying me and fucking let me go.
Yeah. So
and
people
I'm like,
getting
bro,
that,
they get in that fucking habit. I'm like, bro, you're like 60.
The automotive industry is completely different. Like it's similar to that, how you're just wanting to show everybody how you do it. There's no like gatekeeping or anything. Like I could ask any painter in San Angelo how to do something, like, hey, I'm struggling with this, I'm running into this problem. They're like, oh, I'll show you this, I'll show you this. Even the older cats like Nick Bain, the guy that did that, I can ask him anything, like, hey, how do I do
Nick's
this?
cool
How do I
as
do this
fuck, dude.
pattern?
Yeah.
He'll show me. Jay, I think you've seen you comment on Jay's stuff.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a painter, and we chop it up all the time. Like
I reached out to him, but he
Conrad too. I want to say we just dropped some flake off to Conrad, the homie over there. He was the one that like prepped my car and everything.
The paint community is sick. Tito from Devoted Ones, one hell of a painter.
Oh, Podium Street, yeah. Osvaldo's brother.
Yeah, you can ask him anything, and there's no gatekeeping. It'd be like, hey, how do you shoot this candy, or how can I lay this flake down, or anything like that. It's super just, we'll put each other on.
Now that we're talking about, I'm gonna have to put him on the board.
Tito.
Yeah, because
he's super fucking cool.
The community is good when you're like-minded with people.
Yeah.
You know, it's the ones where it's like, hey, you know, that aren't as good. That I feel that's where the gatekeeping comes in, because you're like, you're not serious about what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I think you see that.
I feel like it's I'm pro gatekeeping, but also to a certain extent. I feel like if you see somebody that has the drive and passion to want to do something, you fucking earned it. Yeah, I'll share that shit with you. But if it's like,
I think it filters itself out.
Yeah. No,
Absolutely.
well, you know, man, I think if people don't have that drive, if they're not like begging, that's how it was for tattooing, dude. I didn't got sat down and like taught shit because that's what the whole fucking thing of tattooing is. Like, it's gatekeeping. You don't want to teach you don't want to train your replacement, like you said, you know, but it's times have changed so fucking hard that it's like, everything's out on the internet now for us. You know what I mean? I've reached out to artists in Houston and Dallas and a lot of Texas artists, and especially California artists, dude. It's cool because people will know. I think when they see your work and they're like, oh, fuck, homie, like, you're doing that shit. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll tell you this. But I think you have to show that drive and show that you're willing to fucking put in. You get your fingers dirty, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you just expect shit to come to you, why the fuck would anybody want to share that with you?
Absolutely.
Especially dudes that have put their blood, sweat, and tears into their whole fucking hobby, you know? Like, it is cool. But I think that's what keeps the passion alive.
Yeah.
I think when you have secrets and you're like, dude, you only know this if you're, like, really into this shit.
Yeah.
That's way cooler because it becomes like a secret club, man.
Yeah.
It's like only fucking this group of people know this shit.
Yeah.
I've done a form of gatekeeping. I don't think it was really gatekeeping. I was trying to protect my job.
Mm-hmm.
This guy came out from another field and he was asking me questions about my field. He was like, "Hey, so can you explain to me how all these valves, like which ones are running what?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's kind of confusing." And I kind of walked away because in my mind, I'm like, "Who the fuck is this guy? Why are they bringing him out here?" You know what I mean? Come to find out, he was a superintendent on another field.
Fuck.
Yeah, but me and him are cool now. Yeah. Like we got to talking about it. It's like, hey man, you know, I didn't tell you because I didn't know who you were, man. You introduced yourself weird. You didn't tell me you were a superintendent. You were just like, hey, I'm such and such. You know, I'm coming from such and such field, and I'm like.
He's like, can you tell me that again with this fucking...
exactly.
Repeat that just like you said it.
But I wasn't trying to like not teach somebody. It was just like, if this guy's kind of trying to replace me, I ain't teaching this motherfucker shit. Yeah. You learn it on your own.
Yeah. That makes sense, man.
Stranger shit makes it different.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, why are you asking me this?
You're asking a lot of questions.
And he didn't really like tell me anything about himself. I don't know the fuck Like, who are you? You're asking me all these crazy questions about this stuff, how it works, and if you turn this valve, what does that valve do? I'm like, oh, it might blow up. I don't know.
Dude, my favorite workplace dynamic is like when you're like, you don't trust somebody until they do something illegal in front of you. Yeah. And then you build that fucking bond. You're like, oh shit, you're that way? Yeah, dude, fuck yeah.
It's like blocking your coworkers.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah, that shit sucks.
I don't know about all that. I have one coworker I'm friends with on Facebook. That's it. No, two.
Yeah.
The rest blocked.
I've never friended any of my coworkers. Never.
Same
Dude, well,
here.
that's what's cool about the luxury of like tattooing. Because I've never had I've had one stable job, which was MHMR, like being a direct support professional. That was my only thing, and even then, I didn't bother anybody.
We ran into each other while you were doing that before too.
Were you in there?
Were you working there?
No. I just my homie worked with him. And I had gone to like drop off Sonic or some shit, and I saw Cozy and him. You and Devin.
Who? Oh, Dev. Yeah, that's the dude.
We've ran into each other a ton of times before, prior to like becoming like actual homies. My friends would like warn me about him.
Yeah,
because
I was doing a lot of bad shit,
dude.
Bad
funny.
shit,
we have
bro.
a mutual friend, Devin, which he's like my cousin now.
Coolest black guy ever.
Devin's the homie, and we would be at car meets and shit like that, and he would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to my friend Cozy's house," and it was like, "Hey, can I tag along?" He's like, "No."
Yeah, no, our homie Devin walked the fine line of like illegal street shit and like fucking like 9 to 5 working hard. You know, he balanced that out so well. But at that time it was like the worst time of my life. So I was like drinking, smoking, fucking partying every day, like enticing my friends to come get fucked up with me. And he was living like he didn't need no part of that shit. Yeah, bro.
I don't want part of that.
But that's what it is cool because in San Angelo, I don't know, you get around the right people at the right times.
Yeah.
You definitely build friendships here by, I'd just say certain circumstances, man. Yeah. Because things change, dude. Yeah, the city is cool. I think that's the one thing that I would share with everybody here is like, San Angelo's cool when you give it a chance, dude.
Yeah.
I think so many people dog on it and they're sitting there just like, man, this place ain't fucking shit. Dude, your friends make everything.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? If you have people you can go out and do cool shit with, fucking fish or work on bikes or work on car shit, super cool. But if you're like just the only dude that's like, you're just set in your ways, you don't want to do shit else or branch out, it's not going to be fun, man. You gotta have fun.
That was me for a bit.
Leaving the city puts into perspective big time too.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, I'll be like, man, fuck this place. Like I'll be talking to my wife, which we were just dating at the time. I was like, bro, when I graduate, because she was a grade above me, I was like, when I graduate, we're getting the fuck out of here. This place sucks. There ain't shit to do. And then now as like a grown man with like 3 kids, like in the oil field, especially, like I'll be in Pecos and I'm like, hey, San Angelo ain't that bad.
No,
I really
fuck no, it's not.
San Angelo until I started working in the oil field.
Yeah.
Like when I remember the first time going to Hobbs and I went to this movie theater called the Eagle 9 or some shit. Mm-hmm. And I went over there and there's like a fucking mouse running in the lobby. The popcorn was stale. And I was like, fuck, this place sucks. So then I went to Pecos. Same shit. Nowhere to eat. And I was like, God, San Angelo has it made. Like, there's trees.
Dude,
There's trees. Yes.
It was the opposite for me, dude. I think whenever I had money to start traveling around, like going to big cities, I've always thought I was going to be like, man, I'm going to go to the city and do all this shit. Yeah. Fuck no, dude. There's nothing that has made me hate the city more than like being out there. I think the last trip that I took was to New York. And fuck, dude, if that trip didn't put everything into perspective for me, like I'm a country boy.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I was a city slicker. Nah, dude, I'm a country, West Texas. I like trees, fucking flatland. Bro, hitting the street. Man, dude, my first night in New York, we saw this dude get jumped outside by like 5 Crips for like nothing. And not only that, we had to walk fucking so far, dude. I think we went to just go get sandwiches. Even our Ubers were taking like 35-minute long traffic jams and shit.
It's probably actually faster over there to walk than it is.
Yeah, no, it was. That's
Uber,
what. But me being the lazy fuck that I am, I was like, fuck, we're walking for 45 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it was cool, but it was definitely like it made me appreciate coming back here and having a 5-minute to 10-minute drive max. I'm like, damn, dude, Walmart's 5 minutes away from me, bro. Like,
everything's close. You can be anywhere in 5-10 minutes.
I like
It's
that our
tight.
traffic is like, we don't really have traffic.
Dude, we don't.
You know, you go
That's
to a
the
city,
luxury that a lot of people don't understand.
Yes.
Is like, man, when I lived in Austin, being on I-35 at 5:30,
God, dude.
oh
Good
my
luck.
fucking God, bro.
Yeah.
45-minute drive just to get home.
even if you just want to go from your house to the store real quick to get one thing, Oh, did you? That's an
Bro,
hour journey,
yeah,
maybe 2
I was
hours.
stuck on Interstate 45 in Houston for 3 fucking hours
Oh,
to
God.
get to the accident. It's on the other side of the fucking highway.
Dude, I missed my exit
what are we
in
doing?
Houston one time, and I was like, "Oh, no problem. We'll just turn around." Fuck a 45-minute drive
Yep.
directly on the highway before the next turnaround.
fuck, man.
I was pissed.
Yeah, Houston killed it for me. I was like, nah, I'm done with big cities. I'm done. Then I went to New York, and I was like, fuck this, dude.
Yeah,
Like, the
it's
taxis
not
weren't.
fun,
Yeah,
bro.
Ubers weren't a thing at the time. Yeah, so it was all taxi, and everybody's fucking mad. Fucking, it just the honking. If it was 3 o'clock in the morning, the fucking traffic is still going. People are still yelling at each other, and I'm like, how does anybody fucking sleep?
No,
You don't sleep.
It's it's constant sirens and honking of the horn.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm
fuck
not gonna-
this
I want to
place.
say in our hotel room, yeah, we stayed right on Times Square, and dude, all night, just fucking screams,
Yeah.
yelling, fucking sirens up and down. I was like, yo, I don't even think I slept in New York. I want to say we fucking came back, and I was like, never again.
Yeah, that makes sense. I
That was
forgot
one
all-
and done for me. It was cool.
The one thing that I figured out, because we've been twice now, and we're probably going again. My wife likes, Christmas time over there.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been going for like the last 2 years. We went for Christmas. The subway is the most efficient way to get around there.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
do not get on that motherfucker after 10 p.m.
So that, yeah.
You get on that motherfucker after 10 p.m. You're gonna
Oh,
see
I
some.
saw
You're
some
gonna,
wicked
you're gonna
shit,
see some
dude.
shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna see some shit. Like
No, so man, as bad as I don't know, I love shit like that. Like I love grimy city shit. I love seeing it.
Until you
And
end up on
because-
that one fucking car that takes you to the midnight meat train.
Man, see that's what I was fucking worried about because like as a kid I glamorized New York. Everything I've ever loved, I was like, man, fucking rappers, all my favorite influences, basketball team, all this shit was like in New York. And then I get out there and I was just like,
Let down.
it's way cooler in Texas. But now that's what it happened. So I like to walk cities at night.
Yeah.
Like the first time I went to Los Angeles, I walked Skid Row at fucking 3 a.m. in the morning. Found a rave that was going on till like 7 a.m. Got bought in by some crowd of people that didn't even know me. Was drinking until like 7 a.m. Like, dude, it was wild. I learned the city. I've gone back to LA 3 times since then, and I recognized the whole city walk everywhere that I went. But it was wild because it was like, dude, I'm seeing fucking. I saw a dude that I thought was dead. Like, dude, this dude was just passed out in an alleyway, like face first into food with like flies all around him. And it was just like, damn, dude, it's fucking wild. But it's like seeing that shit up front will make you confront how good you have it.
yes.
And I think that was the one thing that I was like, that's why I like doing it. Cause it's like, yeah, it's dangerous, it's fucked up. But like, dude, you see shit and you're just like, I'm glad that's not me, dude.
God damn, it's like giving an answer. Like, man, fuck this place. You know what? I'm gonna take a trip.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
like,
need something to humble me.
That's what I think, dude. People bitch about the homelessness here in town that we're dealing with, but I'm like, dude, yeah, that's not even. This is nothing. Like, this is nothing compared to a big city, dude. Like, fuck, dude. Yeah,
It really isn't
We
even
got
that
it
bad.
here, dude. Like, this is all. It's a pretty. San Angelo is boring, but boring's cool.
Yeah.
Boring's safe, which is tight. You
Especially
know,
as a parent.
Yeah.
especially
Yeah,
as a
big
parent.
time.
So
Yeah,
they just
especially.
shut down that fucking area they were gonna, that homeless shelter or homeless camp, whatever they're gonna build.
They shut it down?
on off of Gas Plant Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Did you know it's gonna be 120 acres?
I didn't know it was gonna be that big.
Yeah, it's gonna be bigger than what they have in Austin.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like the second biggest in the whole nation or some shit like that.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Where the fuck does that come from? Like, how
That's
do you get
where
the
I'm
funds
That means
for
they were
that
going to
shit?
ship people in. Well, see, that's a whole thing. And I remember hearing, I think it was another podcast, and they were talking about it.
to ship
These
people in
peop-
from other cities.
Yeah, these people come up with these nonprofit organizations, but they are making money. But it's all government funds that are
Yeah.
coming in, and they're just kind of
Subsidized.
yes,
The administration's making money. The fucking people that are running it are
people that
making
are and everybody else that decides to move there, like the homeless people, they're not getting anything out of it at all. Like
They're
it's-
just getting a head count. Well, if we can get 100 motherfuckers in here, it's
yep,
kind of like schools, you know. As long as you attend,
exactly.
I'll
like
get
that.
my money.
Exactly.
It's like a dollar amount per person. That
Yeah.
comes.
Yeah, and it's a
Damn.
lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot
It
of
has
money.
to be right.
Oh yeah.
Because that's huge.
Yep.
100 something acres.
Like what? I don't
Did you see the
understand.
map on it?
I did not.
It's ginormous, man.
So did they squash that?
Yeah, they squashed.
Good.
Yeah, they put it.
Good.
Yeah.
At least for the time being. Fuck,
Well,
it's,
like Skid Row in Los Angeles, it's massive. Like it's not what I remember seeing and hearing about it before. It's grown like
I hear
three
it's acres. I mean, not acres, blocks upon blocks.
huge blocks of downtown. Like it's pretty much all of Hollywood now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, don't even go to Hollywood no more. It's all Skid Row.
Ugh.
So it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
That group of homeless people under the bridge got pretty big. When
Tin City. They were calling it Tin City.
Someone fucking got stabbed or some shit, and that's when they were like, "Hey, we gotta shut it down."
Yeah,
that shit got big. I think it's the biggest I've ever seen anything in San Angelo.
Right under the bridge, or
right under the bridge by Bryant. Right?
Okay, right where Windland was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
City.
Did they still have that Tent City? Like,
well, so if you drive by Bryant and you kind of like peek in those bushes, like if you're going south, you kind of see like tents and shit still back there.
but they used to have like an area sectioned
like
off, right?
Straight up, like a whole.
But it's a fucking city, and
it was by Windland though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like huge.
Yeah, because that last guest that we had on, Steven Rodriguez, he was kind of talking about he was going back in there and he
at 3 o'clock in the morning,
3 o'clock in the morning interviewing, and he was like, "Yo, that was probably some of the scariest shit that I ever did in San Angelo was going to Tent City."
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I had man. So I used to go paint under a lot of bridges here in town. Whenever I was like wanted to do graffiti, dude, just going out and fucking.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, dude, just capturing pictures of shit.
There you go.
let's
There
just
you
say
go.
that.
Yeah.
So,
all
man,
art.
and well, like I said, it goes back to like walking cities in the nighttime. But it truthfully, if you really want to know a city, dude, you got to go to the gutter. You got to see like where people can end up. You know what I mean? If you don't stay on top of your shit, and that's why I like doing it. It's almost like motivation. It's like, damn, dude, like fuck, and not being capitalizing off anybody's like fucking sadness, dude. Yeah, no, it sucks, but it's like. This is reality, man. Yeah. I think so many people I think so many people get so caught up in like, we do work hard, we do live in our homes and shit, but like, man, most of these homeless people are just we're one bad day away from that.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's all it is. And so I just had a little interaction on Facebook about that because people were complaining about the homelessness and stuff that was going on. But I was like, damn, dude, you know what sucks is like I've grown up in this town. I've been under bridges. I was a skateboarder. You know what I mean? I used to go to Kirby Park, find all the homeless people down there. When I was 14, dude, I met a homeless dude that was like, we befriended him. You know what I mean? Like we'd go find his tent, hang out with him under the bridge, and he'd be fucking smoking. And this is at 14, you know? So I think the wild part about it is like whenever you're down there, and that's something most people won't ever do. You know, everybody can sit online and talk whatever crap they want about homelessness, but unless you're down there in the trenches fucking seeing and talking to these people, it changes your whole perspective on shit, dude, because you do get two flip sides of the same coin. Yeah. You get the people that like they're just down and out on their luck, man, just fucking bad life. It sucks, you know, they just had it hard. And I feel for them. But then you get the other people who are like they just throw the fuck off, dude, like just people like society scum. You know what I mean? Like I met a dude who was like willingly loved being homeless because to him he was like, this is nomad life, this is fucking as bare bones off the grid as it gets. I have 10 fucking camps set up and every single one of them have a knife in them. Like I'm like, yo.
Yeah, I was like this. Yeah.
You know, it's crazy, but it's like, dude, that's the world, man. Yeah, like that's the side of shit that people don't see. When everybody's in their bed at night and going to bed, like, dude, there's people out at 3-4 a.m. walking around fucking fighting and smoking dope, dude. Like it's crazy, but it's. I think the point that I'm getting at is like you have to find the balance in life. Yeah. I think especially if you appreciate the shit that you have and you know where you're at in your life, you have to understand how good you have it because other people don't, dude. Yeah. Other people don't, and it's a harsh reality. Absolutely, super harsh reality, man. But that homeless encampment was dude, under the bridge it was wild because I remember when it did get big before they contained it, controlled it, and everybody moved. I think a couple of them, after they phased them all out, they moved to, what is it, Caso Jalisco or Tequero Jalisco, right there off of South Bryant.
Yeah.
There was a tree line right behind that big-ass billboard, and they were all there. Dude, I was just walking one night and came across it. Like, I heard people, and I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, yo, I'm so scared right now. But then, this dude popped out of the woods, like, cell phone in hand and everything. He was like, what's up, homie? I was like, what the fuck, bro? Dude? Yeah, you're just chilling with the cell phone and shit. But it was a cool dude, you know what I mean? And that's all it was. Just dude down on his luck. He's like, look, man, I'm living out here with my girlfriend and shit. Like, I'm like, damn, dude. Fucking gave him money for food, water. But, like, I don't know. It's a very good reality check. Oh, yeah. Very fucking good reality check, dude.
Have you ever been to Vegas?
I have, yeah. But I haven't seen the tunnel. I did want to. That's the only city I didn't walk at night.
You've been there, right? Oh, yeah, of course you have. So what's crazy is like the stark difference between you have the Strip and then you have like the city of Vegas, people that live there. But then between that, it's like all this, it's crazy. It's like, you know, I remember being in the Uber, we were going to go, I don't remember where the fuck we were going. We were going somewhere else, but we were leaving the main Strip and then you're driving through a neighborhood and it's like fucking all these buildings that are just empty, and all these fucking homeless people and hookers, like fucking shit tons of them. And it's like, what the fuck? Where the fuck did these people come? Like, what the fuck? They're the tunnel people, you know what I mean? They live
they make encampments out there straight in the tunnels.
But they were all over the place, and it's like, you know, you get on the strip and it's all like nice and clean and fancy, but you just get off of that motherfucker a little bit, you know, not including the downtown area, but just like over there in those little fucked up neighborhoods that are right next door to the strip. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, how does this exist?
Dude, one of my
right next door to like $1 million property, $1 billion properties.
I always wondered.
I forgot what it was.
Some of those people that get there,
No,
and they're just like gamble everything.
That's what a lot of it is.
Like, I'm like, damn, and then you got nowhere to go, so you just fucking end up with the rest of the.
One of my favorite artistic photographs was done during the World Cup in Brazil. Whenever they built that big ass stadium out there specifically just for the World Cup. Yeah, bro. And the picture is like, it's a homeless kid and like his brother, and they're like embracing themselves like outside of their camp, and it's like it's like heaven and hell basically, man. It's crazy. That's how I view it. It's like. At the very top, they had the stadium, they had all the lights, they had all the glamour and everything, but they're watching it from the slums of fucking Brazil, dude. You know, and I love pictures like that. Like when they have...
It's a duality.
It's the duality of life, man. It truly is. Yeah. One of my favorite album covers is that same kind of, same idea. It's like this kid, he's sitting on a wall and he has a church and like a good family on this side, and then on the other side is a strip club with like a fucking slab car. And the kid's like on the wall, but he's like staring at the slab in the strip club and shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like that. To me, that's like the most harshest reality.
Yeah.
It's real world shit, man,
Yeah.
because it's like, yeah, just like the World Cup shit. You had all these monies fucking funneled into this big ass, you know, sports stadium that was abandoned, by the way. I want to say they just fucking abandoned it after that. So even though they built it in the middle of the slums, it's still there, and it just represents like, y'all got all this fucking money for sports, but all of these people were struggling.
Yep. Yeah. And it's crazy when you see that. I mean, you don't have to go that far. Is it the amount, let's say California, for instance, the amount of money that they raise every year for fucking homelessness hasn't fixed it. It just makes it worse.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just, it's not really, it's just the corruption. You know what I mean? They're not following the money. Somebody's pocketing all this money. Billions of dollars a year, man. That's what they're getting out of this shit. And there's no incentive to stop it. None.
No.
You know, with Argentina, I'm sure it's fucking, or Brazil, right?
Yeah.
It's the same shit. You know, just everyone's falling in fucking money. And there's plenty enough to go around, right? Like what I saw this fucking quote. So if you tax your people enough, if you have enough money to give to other countries, you're being taxed too much.
I saw that.
You know, and it's true, because I'm like, how much money goes out, and what do we get out of it?
Yeah.
What do we get?
Shit.
We don't get jack shit out of any of it. But then again, you know, who's gonna step up? Who's gonna say something? You know, and it's not gonna take fucking voting. I'm sorry, but it's not. It's not gonna take voting. It's not gonna take a fucking petition. It's not gonna take anything. I'm sorry, but what it's really gonna take is a collapse of society.
Yeah,
right?
things get worse before they get
Yeah.
better.
Someone wilding out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna get to the point where it's not gonna slowly get bad. It's just going to be bad.
Before we come to like our close off, I encourage, if you haven't seen it in a while, dude, go back and rewatch V for Vendetta. Yeah, it's such a comic cliche movie to say, but if you really pay attention, dude, the whole plot of the movie was basically COVID. You know, this government dictator comes into power because of the fear of the St. Mary's virus that they implemented in the water supply of the whole country of Europe, and then that gave him emergency powers, and then they used that to like plague the world. Dude, like the whole story of V for it's like
happening,
spelled out in front of our face. If you're like a big conspiracy theorist, it's like all laid out in front of you.
Yep.
But that was the whole. That's what made the message so symbolic, was because most people just watch it for the action. They're like, damn, dude, V for Vendetta, Hugo Weaving.
Never get the message.
Yeah, I feel like they never get it. But when you break down that movie at its very core, I mean, it's drastically different from the comic book, but the message is all the same. Is that, you know, like it was all these people living in fear. Until one person, it took the movie's been out 20 years. I'm gonna fucking spoil it. But there's a young girl who's doing graffiti in the Guy Fawkes mask, and this like store owner comes out and fucking shoots her, dude. And that was the last straw for everybody in the movie. It was like after that, they're like, all right, you know what? Fascism's took over. You know, we're taking shit up for ourselves, and everybody dons the mask and storms Parliament, and nobody even has to do anything. You know, if you pay attention to that movie, all they did was show up.
Yeah.
You know,
That's all they needed,
the one dude that was psycho enough to go and they branded him the same way. There's this terrorist, you know, attacking the streets, and nobody should support his cause. He's just fucking, you know, he's just all this all around evil.
Yeah.
But it was that one dude.
Yeah.
So I think, and not encouraging fucking political violence. I don't want like people. It shouldn't have to come to that. It shouldn't. But if it ever does, I think it's just the same story as time will tell.
Yeah.
You know, until then, I think we just have to deal with it. We got to thug it through. There's been many generations before us that have lived through harsher times. We can fucking do it, dude. I think everybody just needs to keep the community together. Separating and fighting against each other is the fucking dumbest thing to do in this time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or he could be like the guy from Falling Down, where he just fucking loses it.
Also, yeah, fucking one of my favorite movies, dude.
Have you seen Falling Down?
Who's in that one?
I can't remember that guy's name.
The dude, it's Estevez. Fucking.
Is it Emilio
Emilio
Estevez?
Estevez?
I want to say it was
It's Hank Pym.
Hank Pym. What the fuck?
Ooh,
is his
twin.
name?
It's that
Michael
guy.
Douglas.
Michael Douglas. That's who it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Michael Douglas, where he's like this former CIA weapons contractor, and he gets fired, and he's in traffic, and he just fucking loses it because he just can't see.
I think he gets
Does the
fired
fucking-
because of traffic. It was like he gets
Fired
stuck
because of
in
traffic.
traffic, and he's like, I fucking lost my job because of this.
He like the
bullshit.
movie ends with him like with a fucking grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't
Losing his
that,
mind.
does he, I mean, the fucking movie poster, if I remember correctly, is he standing in a fucking white shirt?
Yes,
And he
with the
has a little pocket
briefcase.
protector?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
it's like
Okay.
Cholo guys come up, he's like, "Hey fool, this is our hill." He's like, "Not now, man. I'm
Yeah,
going through."
Like, I'm
yeah,
dealing with shit, dude.
He's like, "Get off this hill. This is our hill." He's like, "You want to fuck around?" He starts beating the shit out of those guys, just losing it.
But I feel like that's close. That's like the closest we've ever been to society in this day and age right now.
Yeah.
I
Just a
think
dude
that
that
that's
loses
what all it is just people just fucking. People are sick of it, dude. It's like we're slaving away our lives for what?
That's what I said on
For
earlier.
taxes.
Like I'm really like cool with this like era of people just being over like frauds in office and shit. Like even if like it's just like little shit.
I mean, they do it, it's so blatant
yeah,
in front of our face that it's just like, they do it so much because they feel like they're so protected that it's like, you don't understand. There's a ticking time bomb that's going on.
you had what's his name? Fucking JD Vance. Like he was on an interview where he said, "Oh, we do like a Watergate like once a week, and it's no big deal." And we impeached Nixon over that shit.
Yep.
Like it's just so obvious and
Yeah.
it's just fraudulent.
Yeah.
And no one gives a
But
fuck.
and they spread so much fucking division, like these fucking the dickhead from Palantir or from D-Flock, when he's calling the people that are taking down his fucking cameras
Terrorists.
terrorists.
Yeah,
the fuck
and then
is wrong with you?
Yeah, and then you got some fucking boomer that's watching the TV is saying like, "Hey, they are taking this shit down. Some punk ass kids are knocking these cameras
Yeah.
down. They're terrorists." And he's like,
Yeah.
"No, bro, like they're
Yeah, and they sell them some kind of bullshit. It's like they're taking this down. What if my car gets stolen?
Yeah.
Bitch, you think we're out there? Do you think cars are being stolen left and right?
I'd
For you
rather,
to be
I'd rather
fucking
my
worried
car
about
get
it?
fucking stolen than be spied on every day of my
Yeah.
life.
What's that fucking bullshit post? I guess it
Benjamin
was-
Franklin
Yeah.
said it best. If you were willing to give up your liberty for safety,
security.
you deserve neither.
Yeah.
Like, what's that bullshit post on fucking San Angelo Live, right? Where there's like the D-Flock cameras caught these fucking drugs, these little tiny amount. I was like, really?
saw that shit.
You're gonna fucking, you're gonna fuck over my rights for what? For a grown man to do what he wants to do with his fucking body?
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
yeah,
Let him do his fucking drugs. What the fuck? How does that bother me any?
it's insane."
It's like you're selling me this fucking wet dream that we put these fucking cameras up, everything's gonna be safe.
Yeah,
At the same time, fucking, I'm just gonna fuck your rights over while you
Yeah.
you just bend over and
then
accept it.
I've seen things where like people match the description of a car and they don't even go off the license plates. Like I saw this lady that was charged for like a hit and run that ended in like a fatality, and she was imprisoned for months because the flock camera in the AI identified her as the wrong person.
Yeah, I saw
it's
that.
insane, bro. I think there's just too many safeguards that aren't put in place. Like you just can't trust that much power into like people are fucked up.
I think power corrupts. It's human nature.
Like the NSA shit with
Yeah.
Edward Snowden, where like he was tripping because those NSA guys were like watching people have sex through their webcams and spying on people, and he's like, "Nah, that shit's not right."
And they labeled it terrorism after Barack Obama, when they asked him if they were spying on. No, we're not spying on Americans.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude. The guy just exposed you.
The prison,
Yet nothing
supercomputer,
happened.
all that shit.
Metadata.
Admitted it.
Metadata.
And then if you were like pro Edward Snowden leaking all that shit,
They
what was
considered
that?
you what a
Yeah,
traitor,
they were like-
traitist,
yeah, I
a
remember
treasonous
talking to
traitor.
older people where they were like, "Man, if they're doing this for our safety," and then you talk to the same guys now, they're like, "Yeah, that was kind of fucked up. You're right," but like I think it's just like a momentum deal to where like it's gonna pick up, and I think more people are gonna give a fuck and then like actual change will happen. But like right now, I think it's just like how that flock guy is like, oh, the deflock shit's a terrorist organization. It's like, no, bro, like if you're gonna put cameras in my community, I think I deserve to know where the fuck they are.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And why terrorism?
See, I can't even go that far. You know, I can't really blame flock.
Yeah.
You know,
I understand it, but I don't support it.
I don't support it.
Get it.
I don't get it. It's not even theirs because it's like, who gave him the okay? Like,
Yeah,
fuck.
like this was never brought to a vote.
It was never brought to a vote. I mean, we can be mad about the technology and everything that comes out. I don't have to agree with it. I don't like it, whatever. But I'm like,
Where was our
motherfuckers, yes. When your constituents, and this is it brings my fucking issue all the time, is that regardless of what the fuck they vote for, you know, if your constituents don't want it, who gives a shit if it's for their greater good?
Yeah.
If it's for, hey, it's going to be better for you. Fuck you, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Fuck you, I don't want it.
And it's like the current administration where they're like, we're for small government, we're for shrinking the size of the government and less power to the government. But it's like, so why are y'all installing all these flock cameras everywhere? And
For
why
your
are you
safety.
doing like all these laws that fuck with people?
Yeah.
And we were talking about this earlier where it's like, I think there was so much like super far left shit to where the people on the right were like, fuck you, like we're in power now, we're going to make your lives hell. Then it's going to block. It's gonna switch over to the left.
Because the shit part, you're right.
It
Every
keeps
4
people
years,
divided.
Yeah.
Yes.
every 4 years, it's an overcorrection.
Yeah, it's like,
What the fuck are we doing?
You pissed us off for 4 years, so now
Yes.
we're gonna fuck with your life.
No.
Yeah.
Then again, you pissed us off for 4 years. Now we're gonna.
And it's
fuck with
crazy
your
because
life.
they sit there and they think they have this big following on either side when everybody in the fucking middle is like, what
a
are
lot
you
of people
doing?
are in
Yeah.
the middle.
A
No,
lot.
ton of people.
Cozy,
See, this is where I
you're,
tell
you're right,
people-
Cozy. Though it is for division. Like
Yeah.
that's the whole point of having a left and a right because
Exactly.
like we've said on the podcast before, it's easier to control a divided people than a united people. So I mean that's the whole point of having a left and a right, and it just gets more extreme every
100%.
year.
That's the harshest reality that I try to face people with because I don't belong to either party. I wouldn't say I'm in the middle. The way that I explain my political views, I'm for Americans.
Yeah.
I'm not for a fucking left or a right. I want Americans to fucking live the way they want to live. So I think when people put aside their political differences, when liberals can stop fighting with Republicans and understand, hey, dude, at the end of the day, we're on the same team. It's us versus government. It's not supposed to be fucking left versus right because that's how they get away with all this shit.
Yeah.
But I think when you inherently believe that like we as American people need to come together, it doesn't matter what fucking political side you're on, we are a people. And I think that whenever I tell people I love America, I love being an American, that's what I mean. I don't mean I fucking love our government. I don't.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, my political views are the same as Johnny Cash. I mean, like, anti-government, love your people, love your neighbor, and fucking just be a good person. Yeah. That's all it comes down to. But whenever you're over here vilifying, well, they fucking believe in it. Who cares? Yeah. That's their fucking household. Let them do their shit. You do your shit at your household. End of the day, everybody goes home to their own fucking bed that they make on themselves, dude. So why should we fight? I've had people on both fucking political parties be like, you support that side? I'm like, dude, I don't support shit. But I think both of you are wanting, y'all don't understand, y'all are both supporting government power in both aspects. You know,
Yeah, what's with this tribe mentality? you
yeah,
guys
no,
have?
like you think your political ideology is better because you think the government's going to support you? Fucking homie, come on, bro. I'm like, dude, that's how they, just like we've said, that's how they divide us.
That's how they flip flop. They flip
Yeah,
flop all the
but
fucking
whenever
time.
people that like, you think that the fucking people at the Boston Tea Party argued whether they were Republican or fucking liberal?
Fuck no,
Hell
they
no.
didn't.
Nah,
us
dude.
versus them.
Yeah, no, that's
But I
all-
wonder
that's
if
all it comes down
the
to.
same people are so for the system because they rely on it.
Well, see, that's why, and that's what I call out inherently because all of my friends old friends that would try to sit there and be like, well, I'm against the system. I'm against government power. Okay, well, then why are you agreeing with all this agendas that they're pushing regardless of what party it is?
Mm-hmm.
You pushing a government political party, that's you belonging in the system.
Yeah.
I think, bro, when you fucking just diss all of that shit and you just let it all go, that's whenever you really find your homies that are like, dude, I'm just fucking trying to get by, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
if
fuck,
you have
that's
enough
all of
luxury,
us.
yeah, if you have enough luxury to pay attention to this shit, watch the news and sit here and bitch and argue over who's better or who's fucking worse or whatever the fuck, homie, you're fucking paying way too much attention to this shit, bro.
I see that shit on
Understand that
Facebook.
we as all Americans are fucking struggling through this shit. This is like the hardest time for everybody to get rent together, everybody to enjoy their hobbies. And that's another thing too. Like me as a tattooer, I think nobody sees the economy harder than fucking tattooers. And that's just me being biased. But it's true. You know what I mean? Whenever people have money to spend, they come into the shop, they fucking enjoy themselves. But when the economy's hard, man, and nobody's fucking making that money, like
You're
you
the first
see
ones
it.
to see it.
Yeah, like nobody
Because
fucking. They're like, damn, dude, I saved up my money for weeks to try to come get this tattoo, and I appreciate it. That's why I fucking tell everybody, like, dude, I'm not a necessary job, dude.
Yeah.
I have the luxury of being like sitting on my ass in AC, not working in the fucking hot sun. Like, I'm very grateful for what I do. Granted, there's other people that try to fucking make it more than it is. It's not, man. I think it's a luxury, and I want to continue living in this luxury where I can be free to do what I love. We're never gonna get there by fucking throwing stones at each other, dude. Well, like I said, we'll see it one day.
Yeah.
I think it'll all come together. People will fucking realize it. Government outreach and power can only go so far before it ends up getting pushed back.
Yep.
So
that's when it all burns down.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, dude, and hopefully not. I tell people this because I get a lot of people that are like, dude, fucking anarchy, we need to burn shit down. I'm just like, yeah, dude, yeah, that sounds great. On paper, it sounds fucking amazing. I would love for that shit. Yeah. That's what I want, But at the same time, you have to understand, dude, our kids are growing up in this world, man. So as far as we want to fucking burn shit down, dude, what world are we going to leave our kids behind in?
It's your priorities that you got to get straight.
It is, dude. It always sounds good to be online and be like, I'm a fucking freedom fighter. We need to fucking be mad. But nah, dude, I'm a parent before I'm anything else.
That makes sense. I think you can do that more peacefully, kind of like with that Bug's Life, If the fucking ants figured out they outnumber us 100
That's
to 1.
the biggest problem, man.
And I guess that's probably it. We just need to let them know. It's like, dude, there's a lot of us.
We're all worker ants, bro.
Yeah.
Every single one of us. It doesn't matter if you're blue collar, if you're working a fucking service industry job, if you're a waitress, we're all ants, dude.
Yep.
We're all the big dogs are all there. We've seen it. They've all been on those islands, homie.
Yeah.
Like
Every single one of them.
I don't see none of my homies over on no islands. You know what I mean?
can't afford to be there.
Yeah. I like being an ant, dude. Fuck the grasshoppers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being an ant's cool.
Fucking A. Shit, man. Guys, I really appreciate y'all coming on. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say before we sign off, Richie, I know we didn't touch a whole lot on your business, but do you have any way that if anybody wants to get something done by you, how they can reach you?
That money.
I don't really do it for anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just had him in here because of his post, man. It's
Okay.
kind of his Facebook presence.
I just do it for myself.
You're just a pure artisan.
Well, I guess so. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's really just for family and friends. Like if you guys want something done, I do it. But I think when you do it for like money and stuff, like your expectations go up and it turns something that's like for fun. Because I work.
Oh, I
full-time.
get that.
I work
It,
full
like,
time.
hurts.
As soon as you do it for money, it's not fun no more.
It's
Look
not.
at that one dude that's like, hey man, like thanks for doing it, but like I noticed that this little fucking,
I don't
this
wanna
little
do that.
scratch right
Yeah,
here.
Because
yeah.
I already do like
dude.
I do. What
But
people do in a week.
I also told him, who knows what the future entails, dude? Like he
Exactly.
may be doing gas for 10 years, and then on that 11th, fucking just like we said, strike it big on some fucking custom paint shit, dude. So
Yeah, fucking A. See, it's kind of crazy, right? Because when I reached out to you, I've seen the stuff that you post, and it's of course you've been following the page, and it's kind of weird because I through the work that you do, you can tell a personality. Does that make sense?
yeah,
Like it was like
art is an expression of oneself.
yeah, like I've seen your work, and before we even had you in here, I'm like, I know he's just fucking cool to talk to, So that's why when I saw your stuff, the stuff that you were doing, I'm like, dude, this is cool.
Yeah.
You can tell there's like a like-minded stuff in your art. It's like I can have a conversation with this guy. There's other ones I see and I'm just like, I can't
Yeah.
I can't do that. I can't sit in a room with you for we're doing this 2 hours and 45 minutes now.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't sit in this room with you that long. I'm gonna struggle to find shit to say.
Yeah.
See,
to
I
talk
think that's
about.
why I push people to get into their hobby so hard, dude, because this world's losing artists.
Yeah,
and I think that's how you enter a corporate fucking world, dude, is when you lose artists and you lose expression and people who make something to represent what they love, then everything's computerized, everything's corporate, everything's suit and tie, and then you lose it. I think that's what always has been the fucking rawest form of art was graffiti.
Yeah.
Because it's like, dude, you see people who don't even have homeless people more often than not are fucking amazing artists. I remember walking the streets of San Francisco and there was a homeless dude that drew the fucking craziest sign I've ever seen in my life. And I took a picture. I paid him money. I was like, man, can I get a picture of that sign? That's fucking crazy. And he's better than artists that are out here tattooing, man, straight up. Like, but that's why I love the art world so much, is because it doesn't matter what art you make. Your art is an expression of yourself.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to resonate with anybody until it resonates with that one person that fucking, you're like, yo, fuck, that's sick.
Somebody feels it.
Yeah, that's all. If you inspire one fucking person,
Yeah.
dude, the art did its job, homie. Like, I'm very, very much trying to push that to everybody who comes to get tattooed by me or anybody I even interact with.
Yeah.
Like, dude, follow your hobbies. What's the one thing that you did as a kid that you don't fucking do no more? Everybody has it. And when you lose sight of that, I think when you lose your kid in you, that's when you're a fucking robot, homie. That's when you're 100% full blown fucking, you're paying taxes, your fucking eyes are bagged. You know what I mean? You don't do nothing but work, bro. It sucks. Yeah. But dude, that's why I love what you guys are doing. It's always been cool as long as we've been watching, you know, seeing the studio build up. Like, dude, it is wild. I remember that first week coming in here, there was not nearly as much as shit as this, dude. And everything's art, man. Everything. The fucking paintings on the wall, the drawings, you know, even that little picture right there. It's... Everything represents something.
Well, I'm blessed, man, because a lot of the stuff that got put on the wall got brought by guests.
Yeah.
Dude, and that's the San Angelo community, man. That's what's so fucking awesome about living here is you guys are putting out, you know, people on the forefront of what is out here. It's not just, you know, you're not picking and choosing of who goes on. I feel like I've seen an equal representation of everybody from every aspect that's been on the show. And it's been tight. I don't think anybody else is in town is, you know, I don't want to call them biased, but it's raw. And that's what's great about this show is it's fucking everybody's coming up here. We're letting loose. We're hanging out. We're fucking speaking how we feel. And at the end of the day, everybody goes home fucking happy, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking
it's understanding, hey, even though we have differences, you have your point of view, I have mine. It's fucking cool, dude. Yeah. We sat down and talked for 3 fucking hours. Yeah. That's what we need more of in this life. So
fucking A. Some more fucking damn. So much for sitting back, right?
Yeah, dude.
Richie, dude, I appreciate you coming on, dude. I really do appreciate it because it was kind of easy when I reached out to you. You're just like, fuck yeah. Yeah. Like, hell yeah. And I'm like, dude, all right, that's great. Yeah. It's hard sometimes. It's like, well, what do y'all talk about? And I'm like, dude, it's easy. Just everything. Fucking, we talk about everything. You know,
when everything's authentic and it flows, man.
It's just easy.
It's great. Yeah.
Like, does it feel like 2 hours and 45 minutes?
Not really.
No. Fuck, it goes by quick, man. Especially when you get to talking with decent people and not having to carry a conversation and talk about some bullshit. But man, hey guys, thanks. I really do appreciate y'all coming on. And hey guys, thanks for listening. We'll catch y'all next week.
What it do,
baby?